what if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in Organizational Management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900, making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.
And welcome in, everyone, to this edition of Eastern University football. Number 1 versus number 2 today across the JAKIB Sports Network. Misericordia coming in at 5-0 in the MAC, 5-1 overall. They've won their last 5 football games, and they host the Eastern Eagles today. And what a great day for football, along with my partner, Warren Schmidt, and, of course, the coach, Coach Bernie Nowatarski. I'm Joe Krause, bringing you all of the action today across the JAKIB Sports Network. And, boys, this one should be a good one. Warren, I'll start with you. Number 1 versus number 2 on a football Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely, Krause. What a beautiful drive up here. The leaves are changing. Beautiful day for football. If you would have told Coach Crocker at the beginning of the season, hey, you're going to be up at Misericordia at 5-1. They're going to be at 5-1. Misericordia is 4-0 in the MAC. Eastern's 3-1 in the MAC. For the lone division leader of the MAC conference game in week 6 here, they take that every time.
Eastern 4-1, Misericordia 5-0 in the MAC.
4-1 in the MAC, right.
4-1 against 5-0, and Misericordia, Coach, with a on the very last play of the game just 1 week ago, a big win over Stevenson. Big offensive output by this Cougar football team, and they've got a great quarterback who can throw the football, he can run the football, and he's got a couple of great targets and great weapons on that offensive side of the ball.
The good thing in that is that our defense is pretty darn good. We held Albright last week. Warren, what'd you tell me? 168 yards on, I think they ran 60 plays. I mean, that's, a whole lot of pressure on a team that averaged 400 yards a game. To me, it's playoff time.
Yeah, it feels like it as well.
I mean, you're talking about 1 and 2. Misericordia cracked the top 25 in national rankings, and Eastern's got to be right behind them. And who'd have thought in the third year you'd be talking about cracking the top 25? So again, I think from my mind, the pressure's on Misericordia to come out and play. We should just go out, relax, play our game, and let it happen. And again, who thought we would be here?
We talked about it on the coaches show with Coach Crocker. I said that we're on house money. You're going to come up here and play really loose. Misericordia has a little bit more pressure on being at home. I thought Eastern having a away game really comes into a really good time for them to have a really tough win against Albright last week when the offense did not play very well. Had that one drive that got the win for him, but the defense, as you said, Coach, played really well last week. But for them just to get on the buses, 2 buses come up here, you're more in a little bit of a rhythm on an away game, a little less distractions. Come up here and try to shock this crowd, keep this crowd quiet, because this is a huge crowd here at Misericordia.
A whole lot less distractions.
A lot of less distractions. Just come up and just play your game, and it's going to be a really, really great game.
And I look at it this way for Eastern, and again, like I said, it's kind of like playoff mode. Every week here, we could say it's a big game because you're talking about getting into the end of the season and are you qualifying for some kind of playoff? And they're in contention for that. So, yeah, it's a huge game, and it'd be a great one to win. I'll go the other way with it. it doesn't kill you if you lose, but you got to win out then. So, come out and play. You're playing for your playoff life.
Well, LVC is right on the doorstep, right on nipping on Eastern's heels. They're 4-1 in the MAC as well. Stevenson is 3-2. Del Val 3-2. Widener, surprisingly, 1-4, and that's where we will go from here 1 week from today, as we'll travel down into Chester County, down into Chester, Pennsylvania, and bring you all of the action for the Eastern Widener game. But today, it's all about Misericordia, a packed house up here, a strong, powerful fan base, rattling around this Misericordia program, and there's good vibe in the air today. It's going to be a good day for football.
It's going to be a great day it's a beautiful, perfect day for football. A little bit of a chill in the air. You definitely fall's coming. The leaves are changing, but the cloud cover is going to make for a good game for guys to be able to see the ball. Hey, but I'm going to give a big shout out to Misericordia. This program, is really on the ascension of moving up. And I love the fact that last week the coach went for 2. They score at the end there. They have the momentum. And you either get that 2 or you lose, right,
yeah.
Coach? And I think that's obviously for Misericordia coming in this game, they got to be really on a high. And we talked about it last week with Eastern. Going into halftime, it felt like they're losing there, but they're up 2. Even after that game, it was like, wow, this is a really tough game, but we won, right? And that's all that matters. And Coach Crocker talks about it all the time. You have one game each week to either win or lose.
And you either win ugly or win.
and a win's a win, right, Coach?
Yep.
You know this. You've been in football a long time. And for Eastern to get that win last week ugly and rely on your defense, the offense obviously is going to play a lot better. Special teams player of the week last week in the MAC was John Westfield, the punter. So Eastern's got to have a little bit of momentum too. It seemed like they had a good week of practice. We talked to some of the players and coach at Screwballs. Really fun having those guys out there in the King of Prussia bar. But they're ready for this game.
How can't you be? I mean, these are what you live for. I mean, when you go into the games that you should win regardless, I mean, sometimes it's, the emotion is not there. These are what you want. These are the games you want to be in.
Captains are out now for Eastern. We're 7 minutes and 45 seconds away until the clock gets us down to 0, and then we'll be set to bring you all of the action. Of course, Brett Knabb, the captain or the quarterback for the offense and the captain of this team, he's out there. Justin Nicolopoulos is out there. And then from the defensive side of the football, we're going to hear his name a lot. Salif Nakima wearing 0, and Jamari James. So the Eastern team comes in. They had a good week of practice, as Coach mentioned on the Coach's Show. We'll see how loose they play today in, again, what is the biggest game in the history of the franchise. And I know we say every week is the biggest game. This is as big as it gets on this season.
Krause, because it is. This is all new stuff. This team is in year 3. Year 3 of this program to be sitting where they're sitting. And I'll tell you, I'm going to mention the offensive line because we got a little time. Cody Green's going to be back there at right tackle today. But Christian Marrero did a really good job last week filling in for Cody. And then John Pettit, Alvin Carper to the center, Justin McNulty, and Bilal Bajet. Offensive line is going to really need to play well today. They're going to need to establish the run. But they're going to need to pass as well. And last week was not a good passing day for Brett Knabb. I think they're going to open it up today.
I thought about it on the drive home last week. The one play we didn't see last week at all, no swing passes. We went downfield, which I don't mind, but we didn't use any swing passes last week.
We did use a double reverse.
Yeah, we did.
We used a double reverse, and Coach Crocker was talking about that. That's an old play from IUP, Frank Sinetti Sr. Play that gave to the Valley Forge guys, and they kind of stole it, and it worked well last week. And who did it get in motion? Was our guy Chris Rivera. Chris Rivera had a huge reception last week, as well as that big run. Again, it wasn't a stat game last week for the offense, but they did what they needed to do to get that touchdown and get the 2-point conversion.
At the end of the day, all you worry about is was it a W or an L? And I think, again, Eastern today, some of these kids maybe have not been in a game of this type. Got to control your emotions, got to control your adrenaline, and don't get too high, don't get too low. Stay in the middle and do your job.
Well, we're getting set for college football across the JAKIB Sports Network. We're glad you're with us this afternoon, and we've got a good one. Number 1 versus number 2 as Misericordia, the Cougars, come in winners of their last 5. After they lost their opening game, they have won their last 5, including what was a dramatic and exciting win just a week ago to get that touchdown on the final play of the game and then record the victory. Their quarterback had a big day, and also their receiver, Jacob Hoy, who caught that game-winning touchdown. He had 3 touchdowns in the game as well. Good afternoon of football today, and a lot of talent out there for Division III football on this football field.
Well, Krause, I mean, talking about talent, Misericordia has a lot of talent, and that's why their records are records. A lot of these guys were here last year and beat up on Eastern a little bit, right? So they're very familiar with this team. They know they can hang with this team, but it's going to come down to the turnover battle, right, Coach? They lost the turnover battle last week, and they win the game, right? That's what you call winning ugly.
Yeah, this isn't the type of team you're going to win a game with turnovers against you. You've got to stay within yourselves and not turn. You can't put the ball on the carpet.
All right, we are getting set. The coin toss happening out in front of us, out at midfield. We'll give you that when we come back. It's Magelsdorf Field, home of the Cougars, where we are broadcasting from up in the box. Full house of Misericordia fans here, but Eastern again traveling well, and we appreciate you tuning in and listening to all of the action this afternoon across the JAKIB Sports Network. We're going to pause for 60 seconds and then come back. This is Eastern Football on the JAKIB Sports Network.
What if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in Organizational Management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900, making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.
The One Big Beautiful Bill was recently enacted by Congress. Many provisions such as no tax on tips and no tax on overtime can help reduce tax liability for many taxpayers. Are you unsure how the provisions of the bill will impact your taxes? Want to avoid any unforeseen surprises when filing your 2025 tax returns? Then you need to contact the tax professionals at Mankowski Associates CPA LLC. They will review your returns and provide guidance on how the changes will impact your return. They can be reached at 215-682-7366. And be sure to mention Eastern University for special discounts. That's 215-682-7366.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.
Set to go, getting ready for football here on a Saturday afternoon. Misericordia, the Cougars hosting the Eagles from Eastern. What a game we have. Eastern won the toss and then deferred, so they'll be out on the field defensively to begin this game, and they're going up against a high-powered offense, a quarterback that can throw the football, receivers that can get open, and receivers that can catch the football. We'll see how they fare out today.
First of all, wow, what a rendition of Star Spangled Banner here at Misericordia. Really, really well done. But I like the fact that Eastern will have the ball at the start of the second half, right? I like this. I like to be able. John Nollick's going to get a good kickoff here, good coverage here. The coverage unit's gotten a lot better. Force a 3 and out and get the offense in good field position. That's exactly what Coach Crocker wants.
Establish your D right off the bat.
John Nolick will tee it up on his 35, set to go. Opening kickoff, we're underway. Comes down to the Cougars, number 7 on the return, down at his 10-yard line, and he comes all the way out to the 35-yard line. Jason Whitaker, number 7 on the return. Jaden Todd there to make the stop for the Eagles, and the Cougars will have a first down and 10. They'll go from our right to left. Eastern all in white with the burgundy caps up on top. First down and 10 for Misericordia and their quarterback, number 10, Jacob Hunter. He's the starting quarterback. First down and 10 from the 36.
He came out in the pistol, switched to sidecar.
Hunter snaps the football. Hands the football off straight up ahead. 24 is Flurry on the carry. Jason Bateman on the stop.
I'll tell you, Bateman, he has just been a tackling machine this year from his linebacker position coming up. It's exactly how you want your linebacker filling that hole, right, Coach?
He had 11 last week.
Gain of 2, second down and 8. Hunter, again, in out of the gun, standing at his own 32. Snap to Hunter. He's looking to throw. He steps up. He's flushed. He's going to keep the football. Crosses the 40. He crosses midfield, and then he's stepped up and out of bounds. And that's the danger of Hunter. When they get pressure on him, he'll tuck the football, and he can run that football.
Yeah, he obviously does both well. He throws the ball, but to be able to elude the sack like that, get positive yards, and even better for Misericordia, first down. That's a huge weapon, and Coach Crocker knew that this kid would be a weapon.
We kind of should be used to it. They see Brett every day in practice.
Forte was in pursuit. First down and 10 now on the eastern side of the 50. Hunter standing in out of the gun. He gives the football to Tierney. Tierney looks to get to the outside. Nothing there at all for Tierney on the defense that time. Number 94, LaFontaine was there to make the stop for Eastern. No gain. Call it second down and 10.
Chris Forte as well. We had him at Screwballs. What a great kid. In that middle right there, the Mike linebacker came in and finished up along with Jason Bateman. Good team defense on there to hold him to no yard.
Second down and 10 now for Hunter. He's out of the gun. He's standing at his own 48. Snap to Hunter. He looks. He fires. He's got an open receiver, and he's got his man, Jacob Hoy, and Hoy's out near the sticks. We'll see where they spot it. Just short of the line to gain, so it'll bring up a third down. Hoy gets 9 on the pitch and catch, bring up a 3rd and 1.
It's a long, long pass to complete 9 yards.
Yep. And as Coach says, sometimes you just, before he ran a really good route, he came back, got the ball, receiver puts it up. Jamari James had pretty good coverage there. Jamari's dealing with an ankle issue. Great to see him out there. But, sometimes you just tip your hat. That was a good pitch and catch for 9 yards. And this is one of those spots where they probably go for this if they don't get this. Don't they, Coach?
The holdup with the refereeing crew is.
But now they're giving him a first down.
Well, now they're going to give him the first down on the spot. So the officials huddle up. They talk about it.
That's one of our biggest pet peeves, right, Coach? Yeah. Why even have the or now they're keeping a third. Now they're doing first.
No, now they're going to move the sticks, so it is a first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the eastern 37-yard line. Hunter out of the gun. Tierney goes from left to right. They give us to Tierney. Straight ahead. Bangs forward. Crosses over the 35-yard line before he's brought down Gashawn Moody there on the stop for Eastern. 4-yard gain for Tierney. Bring up 2nd down and 6.
Wayne Clark was also in there from his defensive end position.
2nd down and 6 for the offense, moving right to left. The Cougars on the move, opening possession. They're at the 33 of Eastern. Hunter out of the gun. He'll be there all day. Give a gun to Tierney. Crosses the 30. Gets down to the 29-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down for Misericordia from the Eastern 29-yard line. Big 3rd down for Eastern. Big 3rd for the defense.
Especially on this initial drive when you wanted to, at a minimum, Misericordia flip the field. They may be in field goal position. Schmidt Clack on that. That was a pretty good defensive tackle play for him on the running back. Need a big play here.
From the 29, Hunter out of the gun. Now he rolls to his left. Now he fires. He fires, and his pass is incomplete. But the flag comes down, and it may have been a little bit over-aggressive by T.J. Alston. May have hit him before the football got there, and the flag came in.
That was unfortunate. He did not need to do that. That ball was well overthrown.
And they might talk about it being uncatchable, but he did bump him early. Now they're going to keep it.
11-12 remaining, opening quarter. You're listening to Eastern football across the JAKIB Sports Network.
And Bernie, that comes to your point when you talked about at the beginning of the game. Like, play within your game. Don't play outside your game. Don't be too aggressive when you don't need to be. I mean, you want your defensive backs to be aggressive, but in that play, you probably should let the receiver just go because it was well over his head.
I also don't like to roll out to the opposite way and force the quarterback to throw. That's why he threw it high.
And they had good pressure on him, too. They had everything set up to have a good defensive stop there.
So following the step off, 1st down and 10. Football now on the Eastern 14. Hunter out of the gun. Gives it to Tierney. Nothing there for Tierney. Campbell there leading the charge for Eastern. It'll be 2nd down. No gain. 2nd down and 10.
And, Coach, that's what you need to do after you have a bad penalty, right? Come up 1st down, stuff them, try to have them play behind the sticks if you can with this team. Obviously, this quarterback looks like a tough matchup in the beginning of this game.
Yeah, I get the feeling that they run the ball just because you have to once in a while. They're looking to throw.
10:41 remaining, opening quarter. Hunter standing on the Eastern 20. Low snap. He's able to handle. Hunter steps into his throw. He fires across the middle, intended for Hoy, but incomplete. A bullet from Hunter and right through the fingertips of Hoy, who was crossing into the end zone, but nevertheless, incomplete 3rd down.
That was a fastball.
He needed a net for that.
Yeah, if Hoy comes up with that, he's got the old back in the 80s to stick him on him, right, Coach?
Dripping.
Yeah. Hey, this Coach and I talk about this all the time. Big plays in the game. This is an initial big play in this game. 3rd and 10. What are they on the 15? Defense needs to come up stout here and try to force a field goal.
3rd down and 10. Another big 3rd down for the Eastern defense. Now Hunter standing on the gun. He's at the 20. Snap to Hunter. He's looking. Now he rolls to his left. Now he's under pressure. Now he escapes. He throws back to the middle of the field. And that is incomplete. T.J. Alston again on the coverage. No flag, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now 4th down and 10.
That's what they did last week.
That's a dangerous throw.
That's a very dangerous throw. Looks like they might be going for it here. They must not have a very good field goal kicker. That 4th and 10, that's a big ask. Obviously they had obviously I'm sure they did that last week and they came through. This is definitely a different defense in Stevenson. It's going to be a great opportunity here for this defense.
I can already see when we rush, we have to rush from the outside and don't go past the quarterback because he's going to tuck it and go.
Here we go, 10-20. Receiver in motion, number 12. That's Rucci. Snap. Fires. And in the end zone, he's got his man. And a flag is down, and that touchdown will come off the board as he found him in the end zone. Great-looking catch by Alston. But nevertheless, holding is going to go against Misericordia, and a big break for Eastern.
That's a huge break. That was a great catch there by the Misericordia receiver. But credit Schmidt Clack for just trying to get to that quarterback and creating the holding call there. That's what you want your defensive lineman to do. It looked like DiNardo in there too. Freddie.
So now McLaughlin, the holding call changes everything. Connor McLaughlin will come in and attempt the field goal.
42.
It'll be a 42-yard attempt for Connor. McLaughlin, snap down, kick is up. The kick is long enough, but the kick is wide left, and it is no good. And Eastern survives, and the defense gets off the field. Still a 0 up on the board for Misericordia. Good opening drive, but the defense toughened up when they needed to.
Krause, you're exactly right. That's exactly when, Misericordia comes out here and receives the kickoff. That's exactly the first thing they want to do is flip the field, which they did. They wanted to get points. Luckily for Eastern there, the holding call, which forces the attempted field goal. But great job for the Eastern defense of bending but not breaking and giving the offense a not terrible field position here. It's going to be interesting to see how they come out. They come out the ball, coming out throwing to get Brett Knabb in this game.
All right, 1st down and 10 now for Knabb. He's out of the gun, gives the football to Jeremiah Avrillian. And Avrillian gets out over the 25-yard line, gets down to the 28-yard line on a good 1st down carry for Jeremiah. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And Jeremiah Avrillian ignited the offense last week with that long run. They need another one of those long runs. Obviously, Brett had a really good game last week, but first time all season that they did not have a 100-yard rusher last week. Need to have one this week.
2nd down and 6. Football now on the 28. Knabb out of the gun. Fakes to Avrillian. Stops, fires. That's Johnson over there. Past the sticks. And Devin Johnson has it. And he picks up the 1st down. Good pitch and catch from Brett Knabb to Devin Johnson. Enough for the 1st down. They move the sticks.
Love the call there by Nate Hinkle to get Brett throwing the ball downfield. That's a great pitch and catch with Brett and the receiver.
It's almost a repeat of Misericordia's first 2 plays, a 4 or 5 yard gain and then a throw across the field for a 1st down.
1st down and 10. We're at the 9-minute mark, opening quarter. Knabb standing on his own 32. He's out of the gun. Snap to Knabb, fires. He's got to seek Smith, and Smith is out close to the 44-yard line. So they chip away on the 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd down, but again, a good short pitch and catch conversion for the offense.
I like it.
And Coach, I was just going to say, that's Coach Bernie Nowatarski's play right there. Getting to Zeke Smith in the void in the middle there. It's an easy pitch and catch for Brett and his Zeke. That's a good 1st down call.
They're lining up with 3 linebackers. So again, like last week, you've got to watch him dropping into the hook and curl zone, but let him clear.
Gain of 7. Call it 2nd and 3 now from the Eastern 44. Snap to Knabb. Fakes to Jeremiah. Knabb's going to fire. He's got his open receiver. That's the Zeke Smith again. Inside the Cougars 30 as Knabb hits the Zeke Smith. Back-to-back 1st down Eastern.
Great call there by the guys right next to us. I love that call. Great play there. Good pitch and catch with Brett Knabb and the Zeke Smith. But, Coach, when you pass on 1st down, that loosens up the run for you. And that's actually Eastern strong
because we're a run-heavy team, and we definitely see something here with the pass, and we're working the middle of the field. Just again, take what they give you. Don't force it.
Don't force it, exactly.
1st down and 10 for Knabb on the offense, now on the Misericordia 28-yard line. Now they'll have an empty backfield. Rivera, he's 4. Flat out. Smith again. 3rd in a row to Zeke Smith. Knocked up out of bounds around the 21-yard line. But again, gain of 7. Call it 2nd down and 3.
Coach, from our vantage point, that Brett Knabb, that's one of the best balls I've ever seen him throw.
Just going to say
that was an amazing ball to put out to Zeke Smith for him to catch it and run right away. We had like the perfect angle from here.
The 4 throws he's thrown so far are 100% different than last week.
25, Curtis Johnson now. He'll be in the backfield with Aurelia. Knabb, he's out of the gun. At the 25. Johnson in motion. They swing to Cujo. He crosses the 20, and then he's brought down. Good defensive play by number 47 for the Cougars. They did get a yard or 2 on the play, but still short. It'll bring up 3rd down.
That's where you got to plant that right foot and get north-south.
Yeah, I like them trying to get Curtis Johnson involved in the offense. He's definitely another one of the weapons back there in that backfield. This is a big third down conversion. I think they go for it if they don't get it.
Nathan Malarkey made a great play and a great stop on Johnson on that play. Third down and 2. Nab at the 24. Avrillian is to his right. Weathers in motion. Nab's going to keep. He's got the first down and a lot more as he crosses the 15 and bangs down at the 10-yard line. Good for a first down. Brett Nab on the keeper. First down, Eastern.
We've got 2 running quarterbacks that run completely different styles. The Misericordia kid looks fast and shifty, and Brett will run you over if you stand in front of him.
Great block there by the left guard. Chris Leader, he's in there now. That was a great block. Brett fouled right off his left hip. Big first down there for Eastern.
First down and 10 for the offense on the move. They're down to the Cougars' 12-yard line. Opening drive for Eastern. Here comes Jeremiah Avrillian. And Avrillian up the left side and pulling forward. And Jeremiah breaks the 5-yard line. Good hard run for Jeremiah Avrillian. It'll bring up second down.
He was hit at the 2-yard mark and carried him for 7.
Does he always fall forward? He's just an amazing running back to watch. He just always is falling forward. He's getting those yards after contact. He's definitely an amazing guy out there of how strong he is in getting those positive yards.
Gain of 8 for Avrillian, second down and 2. Nab gives it back to Jeremiah. Jeremiah straight ahead.
He's close.
He's close. He'll pick up the first down. He's short of the goal line, but good for a fresh set of downs. Right back up, Nab. Hurry up offense. Now at the 5. Give it to Jeremiah one more time. Does he get there? Yes, he does. Jeremiah Avrillian into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's exactly what you want to do.
Yep.
Miss field goal. Miss field goal. Miss field goal. And they drive the length of the field. Just great response by the offense.
Big defense, big offense.
First down or following the touchdown at the 4:44 mark. Nolik in for the extra point. Nab will hold. Make it 7. Let's see if we'll convert. Kick to Nolik. Flag down. Kick is up and the kick is good, but hold everything.
Take the points, use it on the kickoff.
All right, so the extra point is good.
They were offsides. Unless he wants to move it up and go for 2.
I say you take the point.
Well, we'll wait till they sort it out. It is against the Cougars.
He declined it.
And so the offside against Misericordia defined by head coach Billy Crocker. And they keep the point up on the board. So with 4 minutes and 44 seconds remaining, Eastern 7 and Misericordia no score. You're listening to Eastern Eagles football on the JAKIB Sports Network. If you own a company and you're not producing a podcast, you're missing out. The public consumes messaging when they're ready. Join the professional podcast network of companies and let JAKIB Media Partners put you in the podcast arena. Come to our professional studio or we'll come to your place of business and professionally produce your company podcast. Call JAKIB Media right now at 267-261-3428. 267-261-3428. I'm back here across the JAKIB Sports Network. John Nolik following the Eastern touchdown. We'll kick it off and kick it deep inside the 5-yard line. Number 7 again on the return for Misericordia, and that's Jason Whitaker. And again, a good return for Whitaker, and the offense will come out for the Cougars. They'll have a first down and 10, their second possession here in the opening quarter. But that opening drive for Eastern, big, solid drive, good play calling, and a lot of good conversion to a lot of different targets on the field.
Yeah, it's exactly what they drew up, I'm sure, in practice all week. Just, Brett leading them down, but giving them a steady dose of passing as well as running. Really great drive there for Eastern.
10 is Jacob Hunter. He's the quarterback. He's on his second possession. First down, Tierney on the carry. Straight up, not much there for Tierney. It'll bring up second down.
Yeah, we were very sharp on that offensive series.
Nardo Murphy there on the stop. Gain of a yard. Call it second down and 9. Now Hunter with a second and 9. Right to left for Misericordia. Hunter stops, fires, he's got his man. That's Jacob Hoy, and Hoy's out to the 44-yard line where he's got it. It'll bring up a first down.
Yeah, he's a really good receiver. We saw him last year. Last year he had a really good game against Eastern. He's just a really good receiver. Makes a big, tough catch coming over the middle.
You can see the timing between those two.
First down and 10 now for Hunter. Offense on the move at their own 44. Hunter again fires. He's got his man. It's complete and running down the sideline into the end zone. He's knocked up out of bounds inside the Eastern 10-yard line. Jordan Alston beat his man and then had Green in front of him, and it'll be a big gain and a big first down for the Cougars.
Yeah, that's one of those times where you just need to make the tackle and don't go for the interception. That was a good pitch and catch from Misericordia. Obviously, if you don't make the tackle, the receiver is going to get down.
You got the wide side of the field with no help, and on the sideline, you missed that tackle.
And a fast receiver.
Yeah.
First and goal down at the 8-yard line. Quickly, the offense in contention. Hunter fires, pass incomplete. That was Jacob Hoy, was the intended receiver. No chance on that one for Hoy. It'll bring up second down and goal.
And that was good coverage there by Kyrie Taylor on Hoy. Again, 5 is their, I think, go-to receiver. They're trying to do a fade route there.
It's going to be really important to keep your eyes out of the backfield with him. He does a good ball fake and then gets rid of the ball quick. So get your eyes out of the backfield and stay on your receiver.
Well, he's definitely a dual threat quarterback because we've seen him run.
And you got to
throws the ball really well too.
Someone has to spy him for the run.
2:43 remaining, opening quarter, 7-0 Eastern. Cougars knocking on the door. Hunter gives it to Tierney. Tierney breaks right side. He gets a few yards, stopped in there by Salif Nakima, who got to him first. Jason Bateman as well. Second down now, third and goal for the offense.
And knowing what Misericordia did last week, I think they're in 4-down territory here.
Thinking the exact same thing. This is a
football marked at the 6. Third and goal. See if Eastern can come up with the stop. Hunter takes the snap. Now he rolls. He's under pressure. They're going to get him. He breaks free. And then Hunter gets into the end zone. And he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. All athletic skill that time by Jacob Hunter, who got off the edge and was able to make something out of nothing. And that something is a touchdown, Misericordia.
Yeah, well, you can't coach that. Krause, you're exactly right. That was just a really athletic play by the quarterback there. I had 2 Eastern guys that I thought had him, but he was just too quick around that edge and got to the pylon. That's what Misericordia needed for their answer to what Eastern did on their drive.
Now McLaughlin in for the extra point to tie it up, and he does. Connor McLaughlin converts, and just like that, the Cougars come right back down the field and tie this game up at 7. 1:57 remaining here in the first quarter. We'll keep it here along with Warren Schmidt and the coach, Bernie Nowatarski. Coach, let me come to you first. What do you assess so far? Eastern's only had one possession, but the Cougars have had two. What do you see from that offense, and what does Eastern need to do to shut them down?
Well, possessions could become an issue if you're only getting 1 to 2 possessions in a quarter. What I see with their quarterback is we have to pursue him outside in, not inside out. Anything from inside, he's going to outrun us. So we've got to maintain our outside leverage and force him back into the pocket.
So back deep for Eastern is Chris Rivera. 1:57 remaining. Short kick. Number 12 for Eastern on the return. Cole Jones, I don't think was expecting the football, but he handled it anyway. So Eastern will come out and start first down and 10.
Well, Cole Jones is a linebacker, so he was definitely he should probably get used to that because they're not going to kick down deep to Chris Rivera.
Yeah, I couldn't see it, but
it was a line drive. But Cole did a good job of fielding that. He just slipped on the turf, but still good.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the 30.
Good spot here for the Eastern to start their drive.
First down and 10 now for Nab. Second drive of the first quarter. Game tied at 7. Nab out of the gun. Here comes Jeremiah Vrillian and gets to the outside, crosses over the 30-yard line. Jeremiah Vrillian is a tough running back to bring down. Crosses out over the 30-yard line. Gain of 3, second down.
And it should have been no gain or a negative gain.
I don't know how he got out of the first time.
He was stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. He gets positive yards. That's a five-yard swing. Those are the things that don't go into the stats. But that's huge run there by Jeremiah Vrillian to make this 2nd and 7.
Second down and 7 now. Nab has a Vrillian to his left. Nab stops, fires, got him. Devin Johnson again out over the 35-yard line down to the 36-yard line of Eastern. A manageable third down now for the offense.
They're playing in front of the sticks right now.
I feel like we're setting up a hitch and go.
All right, here we go. Under a minute. Nab.
They're playing zone. You're in too high safety.
Standing on his own 30. Snap the Nab. Gives the football up to Jeremiah. He gets to the outside. He's got the first down. Spins down close to the 44-yard line, but enough for the first down. No flags. Jeremiah gets the first down.
It may be.
There is a flag down.
Yeah,
flag down.
I think he got his face mask.
It may be a hold over there from the receiver, or what are they doing? Oh, face mask. Is it face mask?
I think so. I don't see
flag on the far side of the field against the Cougars, and it is a face mask. So they'll tack that on to the end of the run by Avrilian.
A couple people in front of us didn't agree with that.
Well, at least the official that called it, at least is the guy right there.
He threw it right away.
He threw it right away. So usually when they see that head move, they're going to make that call.
So Eastern,
for Eastern.
So the football will be marked down at now the 41-yard line of the Cougars.
Maybe the fastest quarter we've witnessed this season.
And Nav and the offense will not snap again. So 1 quarter of football is complete. Misericordia and Eastern 1 against 2, locked up in a 7-7 football game. We'll take a break. You're listening to Eastern University football on the JAKIB Sports Network.
What if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in Organizational Management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900, making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.
First down and 10 now from the Cougar 41-yard line, right to left for Eastern to begin the second quarter. Game tied up at 7 along with my partner Warren Schmidt and the coach, Coach Bernie Nowatarski. I'm Joe Krause. Glad you're with us for a big day of college football. Now to Smith. Smith crosses the 40. He's at the 35-yard line, and then he pushes his way, gets down close to the first down marker to seek Smith again from Nab, and it'll bring up second down. They give him 9.
Getting his playmakers in space, right, Coach? Get your it's like a glorified run, but you're throwing it out there in the seek and let him do his thing. They try to do the same thing with Rivera.
Second down now for Nab on the offense down at the 32-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 1.
We definitely are not playing flat like we did last week. There's pace, there's tempo, there's rhythm.
Nab out of the gun from the 37. Here comes Jeremiah Avrillian. Tries to get to the outside. Tries to cut back up inside Johnson. Looks like he has enough for the first down. And he does enough. Jeremiah picks up the first down. A new set of downs for Eastern.
Good play there by the safety, Nathan Malarkey, for Misericordia coming up and making that play from a safety position on Jeremiah Brilliant. I think if he doesn't make that play, Jeremiah might be still running. That's a great first down, though, conversion. That's what you want. Just keep matriculating, get the clock moving. What a great crowd here from Misericordia. It's amazing. I think every seat is filled here.
It is.
First down and 10 now from the 31-yard line of the Cougars. Nab gives the football Jeremiah. Jeremiah crosses the 25-yard line down to the 24-yard line. It'll bring up second down.
I don't know that Misericordia has seen 3 running backs like we have between Nab, Aurelian, and Johnson.
And Jeremiah Brilliant has one gear. Fast and likes to and faster.
But he's extremely strong. He's way stronger than I think people give credit for.
Absolutely, he is.
So second down for Nab on the offense. Down to the 22-yard line. Nab out of the gun. He's going to keep the football. He's going to follow his blocks. He's over the 20. He's at the 15. He's down to crosses over the 10-yard line, down to the 5-yard line. Brett Nab, big run for Eastern.
And at a minimum, this just gives them confidence. It just keeps giving this offense confidence. I know who Bernie's looking for. He's looking for this kid again, number 64.
What an outstanding lead block.
So, Chris Leader, that's the second really good block that Brett has followed him on. From left guard to rolling around Dom Franks to creating a big hole there for Brett.
And what a great way that Brett followed the block. I mean, he just literally stayed on his shoulder.
First and goal now from the Cougars' 5-yard line. Nab standing out of the gun at the 10. He's going to keep the football again. Nothing there this time for Nab as he's met right at the line of scrimmage by a wall of blue jerseys. Good defense that time for the Cougars.
Yeah, real good defense there. My Misericordia stuffing up that middle.
93, Patrick Murphy, first one to meet him. It'll bring up second down.
This is when the offense needs to potentially get a throw down here, settle down. It's only second down.
11 minutes, 25 seconds remaining, second quarter. Johnson in motion. They give us to Avrillian. Nothing there at all. Jeremiah is going to lose yardage that time. Oh, and Norman, number 91, leading the charge for the Cougars. And now third down and goal.
We know we're a primarily wide receiver throwing team. This would be a great place to slip a tight end into the center of the end zone without being seen.
Yeah, so they lose big plays of the game. Absolutely, right here. They need to get.
They lost 3. on the last carry. So now 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. Nasik Smith on that jet sweep. He's going to try and get to the outside. He cuts back up. He hit immediately. Flag comes down.
Yeah, I think either a hold or a block in the back there for Eastern. They'll probably not take this. They're probably going to decline this.
We'll see what Misericordia will do. 10:29 remaining, second quarter.
I don't think we'd go for it in 4th from there. I believe we'd bring our kicker.
I think he brings on John Nolik if they don't take this penalty. But it looks like they may be taking the penalty.
Sometimes giving us an extra play this year has not been a good plan for the opposite team.
Right. They are.
They're going to take it.
Yeah, that's obviously he's got trust in his defense. Coach was talking about this coaching staff, how much he respects this coaching staff, younger coaching staff. They've been making all the right calls this year so far, but this is a big play.
This gives you more room to work being back.
Yeah, especially with the receivers that they have.
So 3rd and goal from the 17. Justin Nicolopoulos to the short side of the field.
They're playing zone over top.
Nab out of the gun. Nab's going to fire. Now he's under pressure. Now he rolls to his right. Now he avoids a tackle, but he has to go out of bounds. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Nothing there at all for Brett Nab. I got to tell you, a great defensive series for the Cougars. Remember, Eastern had a 1st and goal from the 5. Now it's 4th and 17. Nolik will come in for the field goal attempt. Nab will hold. Snap is down. And the kick is blocked. And that's a live football. And it's still bouncing around. But Nolik's kick is blocked. And the Cougars play football on that series.
I think that's going to be our ball.
Because he picked it up and then fumbled it?
He pick it up and refumble it?
Nope.
No. Nope. That could be a big momentum switch. You're going down, you're driving, you're going to take the lead, then you try the field goal. It gets blocked. Now they have the ball on the 40-yard line. Defense needs to come out, hold these guys to a 3-and-out, because the offense has been moving the ball. They got to know that, hey, we can move the ball in Misericordia. Big defensive series here for Eastern.
9 minutes, 32 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Cougars now in possession of the football. They have a 1st down and 10 from their own 40. Hunter has a pass complete. He's got his man. Number 12 that time is Anthony Rucci. And Rucci gets down to the Eastern 35-yard line. Big gain and a 1st down and 10 for the Cougars.
And that's what you do after a turnover, right, Coach?
Yeah, I also think we were in a miscommunication on coverage. There were a couple guys still looking at each other at the snap of the ball. You got to be ready to go.
And this kid throws a nice ball.
1st down and 10 now for Jacob Hunter. 8:55 remaining second quarter. Tierney hit after he takes the football, covers it back up. It'll be 2nd down.
He was hit in there by Shamad Clark and Jason Bateman and fumbled the ball. Luckily, he fell back on it.
They'll lose a couple yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 12.
This defense did not have a turnover last week. They need to try to create a turnover this week, especially against Misericordia.
Absolutely.
Football on the 37-yard line of Eastern. Number 10, Jacob Hunter. He's the quarterback. On a 2nd down, Hunter fires. He's looking for his receiver, and a flag comes down. Pass intended for Jacob Hoy. TJ Alston on the coverage. Flag came in immediately.
Yeah, and 2 officials called it.
be honest with you, the wide receiver did a little of the early pushing on that.
Yes, I thought they were both hand fighting on that, but
He got
they're going to call that every time.
Too aggressive. There's one thing to give this kid the respect of being, a really good receiver, and then there's your breakdown areas. You got to stay on him.
So following the pass interference, the Cougars will have a first down and 10, 8 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. We're glad you're with us here on the JAKIB Sports Network. It's Eastern and Misericordia tied up at 7, but the Cougars knocking on the door from the Eastern 22-yard line. Hunter out of the gun, gives it to Tierney. Tierney tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, making a yard on the play. Bring up second down. Eric Wilson came up to make the stop for Eastern. 7:46 remaining, second quarter.
Unless he springs one, the only one I see breaking or run is their quarterback.
Hunter. Standing on his 27. Fakes to Tierney. Looking across the middle. He's got his man, but it's incomplete as he was looking for number 5, Jacob Hoy. Thought he had it, but he never controlled it. Jamari James on the coverage for Eastern. It'll bring up third down.
That was good sticky coverage there by Jamari James, separating the ball from Foy, because that was a good ball.
Really good work in hands. He came through and crossed off both hands and forced that ball out of the receivers.
And Foy runs really good routes in there. He's a good receiver and definitely going to have our defensive backs up to the test against number 5.
Third down and 10. Big play for the Eastern defense. Hunter. Snaps. He's looking. He's under pressure. Now he rolls to his left. He's going to run with the football. He's got the first down, and he gets inside the Eastern 10-yard line as Jacob Hunter rolls to his left and then finds Green, picks up the first down.
That's going to happen every time we rush from the inside out.
And that's always going to be frustrating for a defense to have the back end covering these receivers so well and then have the receiver get out there for 15 yards and a big first down there for Misericordia.
First and goal from the Eastern 7-yard line. 6 minutes, 57 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Hunter. Snap from the 12. Gives the football to Tierney. Nothing there, not much there anyway, as he's hit immediately. Campbell gets him as soon as he took the football from his quarterback. Falls forward, gets inside the 10.
He came right down the line and hit him in the backfield before he even got a step off.
But we talk about Andrew Campbell all the time playing with his hair on fire. I mean, he's coming from that outside linebacker position. But you're right, Coach. He came right down the line and was met the running back in the backfield. Great play there by Andrew.
To me, that's film work. That's knowing when somebody blocks down where you go.
So Tierney gets back to the 7. It'll be second and goal from the 7. We're right at the 6-minute mark, second quarter. Snap. Hunter, he's going to keep it. He tries to run with the football, not this time, as he gets down at a 5-yard line. Good defensive pressure that time by Eastern. Jamari James came up to meet the quarterback.
Jamari's down.
It's getting a little chippy out there.
Looks like Jamari may have re-aggravated his ankle injury. I mean, he's going on blood and guts today with his ankle injury. Before the game, they were saying it was a pain issue, and he was playing through pain, obviously, to play today. It looks like he might have re-aggravated his ankle injury. But I tell you love to see your defensive backs coming up to make plays like that, make tackles.
It is Jamari James who is down. We'll keep it here. 5 minutes, 44 seconds remaining in what is a good football game. Misericordia and Eastern now locked up at a touchdown apiece. But the Cougars are knocking on the door again. They'll have a 3rd and 5, 3rd and goal from the 5 when play resumes. Would love to see Eastern get a big stop here.
They are pushing on the top of his foot, which to me is a cramp. But
let's hope it is just a cramp. But Krause, to your point, what a really good game so far against two really good teams. Both offenses are moving the ball, and then both defenses are also making stops. So both sides of the ball are playing really well. That both defenses bend a little bit, but don't break. Good to see Jamari up, walking over by himself without the trainer's help. That's
Really?
Always a good sign.
Really tough to tell.
But he's one of the leaders. He's a team captain. When team captains, you got to play hurt sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And Jamari's dealing with an injury, and he's trying to play through it.
Are you injured or are you hurt?
All right, so Hunter and the offense, they come back out onto the field. They'll have a 3rd and goal from the 5.
Got Hoy isolated left.
But Kyrie Taylor had a really good game last week for Jamari when he got hurt.
See what Hunter will dial up. He's standing on the eastern 10-yard line. Snap. He's going to keep the football. Now he bounces to the outside. Then he looks and fires into the end zone. Incomplete. Intended down there for number 12. Anthony Rucci will bring up 4th down.
Good pressure in there by Gashawn Moody coming in there. Also 99, Schmidt Clack. And that's, to Coach Bernie Nowatarski's point, he's like, you got to put some pressure in this guy's face. And I don't know why. If he would have rolled out, he might have had a little bit more area.
When he ran into the pile, actually slowed the play down.
Exactly, which was to Eastern's benefit. And again, I'll tell you, this coach is a gunslinger going for it here on 4th.
4th and
down.
goal from the 5. 5:26 remaining second quarter. Hunter. Snap. Handles the football. He rolls to his right. There's pressure on him. He fires into the end zone, and that is incomplete. And the defense comes up big. Flag down. And that is a hold against the Cougars. That'll be declined. So the Eastern defense comes up with the stop.
I think I called the hold before he threw the flag.
Well, I'm glad he called it because he definitely was getting held there. But great job by the defense holding there against a really potent Misericordia offense. Really good job by the defense. And it's a little surprising they go for the field goal there. And I think it's one of those things where Misericordia thinks their defense can just keep stopping.
That at some point, you're leaving points on the field. You're telling me that you're worried about what Eastern's got going on.
Yeah, this is going to be a big drive. At the minimum, they need to flip the field here, right, Coach? Especially going to the half. You talk about the 4 minutes. We're at 5 minutes now, but the last 4 minutes of the half is the start of the 4 in the second
First
half.
down and 10 for Nab. Cujo, he fakes to Johnson. Nab keeps the football, crosses out over the 10-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down. 5 minutes, 5 seconds remaining, second quarter. Game tied at 7. Eastern offense back on the field after a stop against the Cougars. They move right to left.
If you could drag this clock down low and get points going in at half and then come out and get the ball, big turnaround.
Gain of 8 for Nab. Call it 2nd down and 2. Snap the Nab. Johnson this time. He's got the first down as he crosses the 15-yard line, moves the sticks, and picks up the first down for the offense.
I love that backfield.
When they got those 3 guys back there, man, it's very tough to defend, right? We're defensive guys.
Pick one.
Yeah, right. Pick one. Who are you going to try to stop? And then you had these guys on the outside as well.
4 minutes, 25 seconds remaining. Quarter number 2. Tied at 7. Eastern now at a 1st and 10 out to their own 18-yard line. Remember, Eastern will get the football to start the second half. 1st down and 10. Swing pass. Complete. Out over the 30-yard line. Pass complete.
Cujo.
Nice blocking.
Is that 25 Johnson?
That's Cujo,
okay, that's Johnson.
Curtis Johnson. And that's one of his best routes, that wheel route. But great job by Brett Knapp. Brett is having a really good game today.
5 looked like a 6 to me. I'm looking, who's 26 on the offense?
No, that's
Sorry, Cujo. That's good for a first down.
Yep, the California connection out there. Curtis Johnson, great play there, because you get him out in space. That's a great play there by Brett, throwing that ball to him.
1st and 10 now out to the 33. This drive started on their own 5-yard line. Nab out of the gun. Pressure from Nab. Pass short, complete. Johnson again. Short gain.
Still 4 yards, 5.
Bring up 2nd down. We're down to 3:01 here in the second quarter.
Nate Hinkle's been calling offensive coordinator for Eastern's been calling a really good game so far. Really balanced.
Yeah.
I love when they're throwing on first down there.
We have all 3 timeouts left. There's no rush.
Football on their own 38-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Nab gives it to Jeremiah Avrillian. Avrillian crosses the 40-yard line, gets out close to the line to gain. He'll come up a yard short. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Another good run from Jeremiah Avrillian. We're going to sound like a broken.
2:24 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Will they run a play or let it go down to the 2-minute warning?
I think they'll run one.
And we got our guy Dylan Weathers in there. We got the big package. Dylan Weathers and Tom Franks both in there. Big
It'll be 3rd and 1.
And they're going to let it go to the.
And they're going to let the clock go to the 2-minute warning, where they'll have a 3rd and 2 from their own 42-yard line. We're at the 2-minute break. We'll keep it here. Thanks for listening to Eastern Football across the JAKIB Sports Network. 2 minutes remaining, opening half, game tied at 7.
It started out as a shootout, and now both offenses are moving the ball 60, 70 yards and then stalling out, and the defenses are taking over. So it's a really good football game.
It's been a really good game. It's amazing how many cheerleaders Misericordia has, too. I'll tell you, the environment up here is really good.
I told Joe when I pulled in the main gates and I went to the right instead of the left, they actually have a parking lot designated for Eastern fans to tailgate. So Eastern has, I don't know that our fans know it, but they have a parking lot over there that is set up for them to tailgate.
Yeah, no, it's a really great setting up here. Obviously, the view up here is beautiful with all the foliage going on, but we're watching a really good game. Two really good teams in the MAC, and they're duking it out. It's really been an up and down battle.
All right, here we go.
Sound good.
Offense back out on the field. 3rd and 2. Two minutes remaining, 2nd quarter. Game still tied up at 7. Would love to see Eastern get points before the half expires. Snap to Nab. He's going to keep the football. He's got the 1st down. He gets over midfield, and he crosses the 45-yard line of the Cougars. Brett Nab keeps the football and gets a lot more. 1st down, Eastern.
And I don't know what Chris Leader ate this morning, but he's playing like somebody stole his breakfast.
Well, and then they got 62 Justin McNulty, who's usually a guard, playing left tackle. And then our guy, number 35 from Alabama, Dylan Weathers, had a really good block. But you know what? It seems like it's interchangeable. It's always next man up. And I'll tell you, you're right. He's having a really good game.
1st down and 10 for Nab. Now here comes Jeremiah Avrillian. Avrillian crosses the 40, gets down close to the 35-yard line. 1:22 remaining. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Singularly one of the best running backs I've watched it at this level.
1:15, clock on the move. Nab, back to Jeremiah Avrillian again. He's got the 1st down. He gets down to the 30-yard line, picks up the 1st down. They'll stop the clock there to move the sticks. Eastern's lined up, ready to go. 1st down and 10. Clock running again, 1:04.
Surprised Misericordia hasn't used timeouts here.
Nab standing on his own on the 36 of the Cougars. Snap to Nab. He's looking. He's taking a shot down into the end zone. And has he got him? And he's got his man. And it is a touchdown for Eastern.
He dropped that.
Isaiah Guy Bruton's got it inside the end line. Touchdown, Eastern.
He dropped that
Krause,
right in the
we got to get a, oh my. That was a dime
in
by
between
Brett
two
Nab.
defenders.
Between 2 defenders. Isaiah Guy Bruton goes up and gets that. He dropped that in a bucket. Great protection there by the offensive line. Wow.
I knew we were going to pass at some point, but
now Nolik for the extra point. Snap, down, kick, up, and the kick is good with 46 seconds remaining. I was watching Isaiah Guy Bruton in the warm-ups today when they came out, and he was on time, and he was in the motion. He was in the routine. Great to see him make what was a great catch inside the end line for an Eastern touchdown.
Wow, that's just such a great play all around. Offensive line with the protection. And then Brett just, no happy feet back there, just set back there, trusted his receiver to make a play for him, put it in a spot where only his receiver is going to catch it. And what a huge completion. What a huge drive there.
Took 4 minutes and 45 seconds off of the 5.
They started on the 5-yard line after they had that stop with Misericordia offense and then drives the length of the field. Wow.
95-yard drive for the offense. Eastern 14, the Cougars 7. Nolik now will tee it up from the 35.
You do got to finish out this 46 seconds, though.
Nolik's kick.
Made it to the end zone.
Will go into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Cougars will have 46 seconds.
Need to run smart shell defense. Rush from the outside. Don't let him get loose to run, and don't let anyone behind you here and get into halftime.
Coach, this is a huge stop for this defense because for them to go into half, having a 95-yard touchdown to go into halftime up 7 points from this Misericordia team, that'd be huge. But this offense is, do not let this offense get some
if this
points
coach
there.
Has gone for fourth downs like this, you certainly know he's going to do something here.
First and 10 from their own 25. Hunter's throwing. He's firing well over the head of his favorite receiver, Jacob Hoy. It'll bring up second down and 10. 40 seconds remaining.
Good coverage there by TJ Austin.
It is, but I will tell you, I'm not a fan of that coverage. There should have been a safety up over the top, and they didn't have it. So you're letting their quarterback with their best receiver go one-on-one on a fade. Got to have someone over top.
Second down and 10. 40 seconds remaining. Let's see what Hunter will do. He's standing out of the gun at his 20. He's going to fire again. He steps up. Now he's going to run the football. He's hit. Good play by the defense. As Hunter gets back past the line of scrimmage. Jason Bateman was there. Made the initial hit. Timeout. That'll bring up a third down.
Wayne Clark as well, defensive lineman. That's a good play. This quarterback, you do not want to let him get out in space. He can run. That's a really good play by the defense to hold him to only a yard there.
It's so difficult to not want to go past him. You have to, if he drops to 7 yards, you got to be at 8 because you've got to be able to get back to him. But you got to come outside in. If you come on his inside, he's going to outrun you.
29 seconds remaining. Second quarter. Eastern 14, Misericordia 7. Everything we thought it would be here in the first half.
The MAC game of the week for sure.
Got to play tough but soft. There. I like the safety over the top.
So third down. Hunter will be on the gun. He'll be at his own 20. He's going to throw. He steps up. He fires. He's got his man. Pass is complete. 23 in the end of that reception. Jordan Alston's got it. Good enough to move the sticks. First down. 22 seconds remaining. Out to the 45-yard line of the Cougars. Now Hunter wants to get something going. Hunter. Now he looks to throw the football, and then he throws it away. As he steps up, he was hit. It'll bring up second down. Clock down to 12 seconds.
I'm a little surprised they didn't take a timeout there instead of rushing back to the ball.
Right. And, Coach, what are quarterbacks not like? Pressure in their face.
Going around their feet or their face.
Yep. So try to putting some pressure on him. Make him scramble around a little bit. Defensive line's been playing really well. Freddie DiNardo, number 52, is in here.
You don't
that they're rotating guys in.
You don't necessarily have to rush him on this either. You could maintain the line.
Yeah, maintain your lanes. Do your job.
Second down. Hunter snaps with 12. He's got pressure. They got him. Now he gets out of it. Now he rolls to his right. Now he crosses the 45. He's across midfield. He's down to the 43. We'll see if they got a timeout.
0.4.
0.4 up on the clock.
So we got one more play in the half.
You put 1 second back up on the game clock.
Get your eyes out of the backfield. Don't let anyone behind you.
Well, the only spot they can go is the end zone. So, and I think this kid has the arm to get it down there too. So, yeah, you can't have one of those freaky plays where it bounces off a couple guys and then a guy gets a garbage touchdown. This is still a big play for this defense.
Yeah, sometimes you don't have to overthink this offensively. You throw a Hail Mary with 3 people in the area and you hope for a tip. Defensively, you could almost never get a defensive PI called on you
right
in that.
Football is on the 43-yard line of Eastern. Last play of the half.
No blitz. I would have everyone back.
Hunter.
Might be too far.
I think Eastern just called a timeout.
Now Eastern takes a timeout.
You can give up too much on that.
Right, because you don't want, because these guys are playmakers. You get that quarterback out in space, he can run it in.
You're safe around the 15 or 20. You should be able to backpedal if somebody going deep in plenty of time to get back if they're at the 40. If you can't, you've got the wrong people on the field. And I wouldn't come with pressure. Those 3 up front.
Yeah, just push 3. Yep.
Just spread out and don't let him get outside you to possibly run.
Right. Yeah, just rush these 3 because these 3 can rush pretty well.
This underneath group, sit in the middle.
We got Wayne Clark, Freddie DiNardo, and then our guy Salif Nakima, all 3 rushing. I'll take those 3 guys rushing any day.
From the 43-yard line, Hunter, the quarterback, standing on the Eastern 49. Final play of the half. Here we go. Snap to Hunter. He's back. Now he rolls. Nardo had pressure on him. He throws it down deep into the end zone. Jump ball. It's up in the air. And it hits the turf, and it is incomplete. Yes, he does have the arm to get it down into the end zone, but good coverage by the defense on that final play. And Eastern gets to the break with a touchdown lead, 14-7.
What's amazing about that, Coach, is I was not going to say anything until after that kid threw that ball because he throws it really well, and
he reversed his field to go that way.
He reversed his field, and then they've almost bobbled that up there and got that touchdown there. You got to knock it down, but
catch it.
Hey, but push the refresh button. Great play by the defense there.
Yep.
Great first half by Eastern. Exactly everything they wanted to do. Going to halftime leading, and to your point before, Coach, they come out the second half and get the ball.
Yeah, and if anybody didn't think they were supposed to be in a game like this, they're proving that they're a class act in the MAC, and they deservedly belong where they're at right now.
We're at halftime here at Misericordia. Eastern 14 and the Cougars 7. We'll take a break. You're listening to Eastern Eagles football on the JAKIB Sports Network. Back in a moment. The One Big Beautiful Bill was recently enacted by Congress. Many provisions such as no tax on tips and no tax on overtime can help reduce tax liability for many taxpayers. Are you unsure how the provisions of the bill will impact your taxes? Want to avoid any unforeseen surprises when filing your 2025 tax returns? Then you need to contact the tax professionals at Mankowski Associates CPA LLC. They will review your returns and provide guidance on how the changes will impact your return. They can be reached at 215-682-7366. And be sure to mention Eastern University for special discounts. That's 215-682-7366. And we're back here live. We are at halftime here across the JAKIB Sports Network. Eastern with a 1-touchdown lead. Eastern 14 and the Cougars 7 to start the second half. Eastern will get the football. It's 14-7. You're listening to Eastern Eagles football on the JAKIB Sports Network.
What if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in Organizational Management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900, making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.
And we thank everyone for being with us here this afternoon. We promised you a good football game, and we've got one going on. Halftime with Eastern up by a touchdown, 14-7, along with my partner, Warren Schmidt, and, of course, the coach, Coach B, Bernie Nowatarski. This game, Coach, as you said, started out. We're going to have a shootout here in front of us as both teams in that opening quarter drives and touchdowns. Misericordia put together a great drive that resulted in their first score, and then that last drive for Eastern started on their own 5, a 95-yard drive in 4 and change, and Brett Knabb dropping it on a dime in the backside of the end zone to Isaiah Guy Bruton, who made a great catch for Eastern, and it's 14-7.
These two teams are very equally matched, but different in several different ways. Their quarterback is a quick, fast, moving guy. Our quarterback, who can run very well as well, will power you. Our running back is very quick, fast, and powerful. Their running back is a little more straightforward. Their receivers are really good receivers. Our receivers are really good. This is evenly a match. I don't know how this, obviously, we don't know how the second half's going to go, but if these teams played each other 10 times, this is what the halftime would probably look like either way.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. I think it starts with, the defense, how well they played of bending but not breaking and getting it, stopping them on fourth down there and getting the offense out there with 5 on the 5-yard line with 5 minutes to go in the half, and then having a 95-yard drive has to give this offense a lot to build on because they're firing on all cylinders today. Brett Knabb's throwing a great ball. All his balls have been good. The wheel routes, the short balls, the long balls. He's running the ball hard. I love to see how Cujo, Curtis Johnson's running the ball, getting Nasik Smith, Isaiah Gabe Bruton. So many guys are part of this. And then obviously Jeremiah Brilliant that never takes a negative yard. And some of these plays, they should have been, first or second and 12, and they're second and 7 because he's getting that tough 5 yards. So just really great to see. And again, to your point about Misericordia, they're a very good team. And they kind of know they're in a tight battle.
It's a dog fight. And what's amazing is how football's such a strange game. Last week, our offense at best was stale. I mean, it wasn't that they were playing poorly or, trying to not move the ball. They were just out of sync. This week's completely different. I mean, in a week's time, this offense looks completely different. And we don't have stats. I don't want to jinx it, but I don't think Brett has an incompletion yet because of the play selection. It's short, quick, smart. Took one good downfield. Really, and as you said, I mean, he gets hit at the line of scrimmage, and it's an 8-yard gain. And Cujo going the same way, and then you got Brett, and our line blocking. I mean, we played a really good first half. Unfortunately, you got to play 30 more minutes, and you could find yourself sitting alone at the top of the mat.
Yeah, I think Nate Hinkle's calling a really good game, the offensive coordinator, along with Colin Scott, the run game coordinator, and then Corey David on the defensive side. The defense is playing really well. Both sides of the ball playing really well. And again, it's just a really good game so far. Great, kind of everything we thought it would be. I mean, two really good teams. One unproven being Eastern, but they're showing that they belong.
For the first 30 minutes, they're showing they belong. Whether anybody, who's Eastern, it's their third year. It's almost to the point where we don't have to say it's their third year anymore. They're a good football team.
All right, let's do this. We're going to take a short break. We have first half stats to talk about. We'll do that after the break here on the JAKIB Sports Network, along with the coach, Bernie Nowatarski, my partner, Warren Schmidt. I'm Joe Krause as we broadcast to you live here on the JAKIB Sports Network. We'll be back. Eastern 14, the Cougars 7.
What if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in Organizational Management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900, making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.
We're back here live across the JAKIB Sports Network, where we are at halftime. And we'll have some first half stats for you today. Stats and numbers, of course, presented by Mankowski and Associates. Nobody knows numbers and stats more than our good buddy Steve, who is Steve Mankowski, and we appreciate, of course, his support of Eastern football. It was great to have him out at homecoming and have him out to our first college game day. Coach, you were right on the money. Looks like NAB, 10 out of 10 in that first half. A lot of good short pitch and catch, but that one dime that he dropped to Isaiah Guy Bruton in the end zone, what a great pass and a great catch by Bruton. Has Eastern up by a touchdown right now, 14-7.
Yeah, number-wise, he has 116 yards, which, we got an 11.6 average gain that he's throwing. They're smart passes. And the rest of the stats, when you look at this, first downs are close. Yardage is actually close between both. Our rushing is a little bit better. Big one turning out is no turnovers. And
Eastern's got 220 yards rushing in offense, so they're on pace to have a 400-yard offensive day against Misericordia, the top team in the MAC. It's amazing. Thanks to the Misericordia staff here for getting these stats, because it really helps to look at the game of really how close this game is, Coach.
Well, that fourth down conversion, it can't be right.
They're 0 for 2.
Says it's 0 for 1. They were 0 for 2. And really, they would have been 0 for 3 because they went for the 1 and got the penalty, and they came out and decided to try the field goal.
Right. And when you're stopping teams on fourth down, that's a huge momentum builder for Eastern. For their defense to be able to do that is huge.
Especially because it's kind of telling you, we don't think you can stop us, and we're going to go for it anyway.
So, Coach, we've been saying, Krause and I have been saying this for the last couple of times on the coach's show about one of your points, and I think it's very true. The last 2 or even 3 weeks, Eastern has gotten the other team out of what they do. I don't know why, but it seems early that I don't know, are the coaches overthinking it? Are they seeing something on film? But it seems like, last week, Albright, they're on first down, they're throwing the ball at will. matriculating down the field, and then all of a sudden, hey, we're going to try to run this ball against Eastern. They couldn't do it.
Yeah, I hope that Misericordia continues to hand the ball off on first down.
Especially, he's not the dynamic runner.
He's a power fullback.
He looks like exactly. He's a fullback. He holds the ball both hands, old school. He's not gonna break off a long run.
No, the kid,
like
the quarterback.
The quarterback absolutely will.
But I hope they hand it off to him.
Keep handing off to him on
15
first
more
down.
times.
Keep handing off first down, because then they're going to be it's going to be 2nd and 10 every time.
And again, now this is where coaches earn their money, is to come out and see what adjustments that you make. I suspect we would see them maybe loosen up and start throwing on first, and trying to get back into their game rhythm. But we've got the ball here. And again, possessions. I mean, the first quarter, they had it twice. We had it 1.5 times. Second quarter really was pretty much the same. There's not a lot of possessions. Both these teams are, using clock up.
Well, one thing about this Misericordia coach and the coaching staff is they're a little bit more gunslingers of going for it, of kind of outside we're looking at maybe the new analytics of sports. I mean, you look at NFL games, they rarely are kicking field goals anymore. It's almost like they're always going for a 4th down, and this is what he did. And then last week, I guess because they're away, the analytics says, hey, you score at the end there, go for 2 for the win instead of play for overtime, and it worked out for them. It's going to be interesting to see how this game transpires in the second half. This is a huge half for Eastern's program.
Yeah, it seems like the field has been in college football has been broken up to like the 30 to 20 yard line. You're almost going for it to get the first down to continue your drive. Whereas from the 5 to the 10, you seem to, take the 3 points, but they're just going for it outright on 4th down. I mean, they've left several points out on the board now. That's a benefit to Eastern's defense as well.
Right. Well, Coach Beckett, when you and I played, there was no analytics or anything. I think it was a lot of feel for coaches, whether to go for it or not. But now they call these analytics. I mean, who are these guys that are doing these analytics? Tell me.
Yeah. You know what? I thought about it on the way up, because I was talking to my son on the way up, and the difference between the type of player he was and the type of player I was. I was an instinctual player. I read the game and could feel like, all right, it's 3rd and 10. There's 30 seconds left. I'm covering the best guy. I know where this ball's coming to.
That's also film prep too.
Where now the analytics tells you that it's going to be this or that. Sometimes, and I coached the same way. I felt like they're going to do this. It doesn't always work, but I don't even know that analytics was a word when we played.
Right. Hey, one thing I'm noticing, we got Sean McNamara and John Westfield out there working on punting, as well as the Misericordia guys. We have not seen one punt this whole game. Have we?
No.
We have not had one punt in the first half.
We've had a missed field goal, a blocked field goal. They mimicked each other. Long drive, score, long drive, score.
Long drive, stop.
Field goal, miss, field goal, block. Then we get the score, and that's the only difference, is that we scored on our drive. They didn't.
Right. Yeah, just, it's going to be, again, this is a huge half for this team. And, last week when they went in for halftime, I think, the feeling was, wow, we're losing. And they come back in that second half, and they are a second half team, and they ended up winning that game last week. The week before, they get that big field goal by John Nolick to tie the game against Del Valle, go into halftime tied, and you feel like they're winning by 30.
At this pace, this game might be over in a half hour.
Right. I mean, yeah, this is a very quick game, and it's kind of good for our guy here, Joe Krause. He's got a big marine event downtown at the Live Casino he needs to get down to. So let's get this clock running. Let's get Eastern out here with a big win. But I think they go into halftime feeling really good about themselves, knowing that they can hang with this team, not only hang with this team, but they beat this team. And I think when we're talking to the players, talking to coach on the coaching show, and then talking to the players out of Screwballs, they have this quiet confidence that, hey, we know we're in year 3, but we're a good team, and we're gonna vie for this MAC championship.
Don't go out and play scared, or no.
They're not playing scared at all.
Just go out and play.
Just go play your game. They look good in their home or in their away uniforms too.
A score here would be huge to go down and put points on. You take a deep breath and you settle into the game, Because, I mean, obviously these guys, when they come out of the tunnel from Misericordia, are going to have changes that they're going to do this half. You have to adjust to it and be ready for it. But you got 30 more minutes to play, and you got to play all 30.
But to your point, I agree. This first drive, it'd be great if they kick it back to Rivera, and Rivera just returns it for a touchdown. That would be ideal. I'd love to see him. He deserves to break one here. Last couple games, they haven't even kicked to him. But the offense needs to come out here and just keep doing what they're doing, but go down, at a minimum, flip the field if they have to punt, and then have John Westfield get this Misericordia offense started, inside the 10. But to come out and get points in this first drive would be huge.
Continue to take what they give you and don't force it. That's all you really have to do. And again, you said it, and it's really one of my life mottos is in every situation. Don't overthink it. Just go do it. Play your offense, play your defense. Don't turn over. I think somewhere along the line, somebody's going to turn this over, and it's going to be big.
Well, at halftime, it is Eastern 14 and the Cougars of Misericordia 7. Eastern will get the football to start the second half. We'll take a break and come back with the second half kickoff. It's Eastern University football on the JAKIB Sports Network.
What if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in Organizational Management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900, making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sport.
The One Big Beautiful Bill was recently enacted by Congress. Many provisions such as no tax on tips and no tax on overtime can help reduce tax liability for many taxpayers. Are you unsure how the provisions of the bill will impact your taxes? Want to avoid any unforeseen surprises when filing your 2025 tax returns? Then you need to contact the tax professionals at Mankowski Associates CPA LLC. They will review your returns and provide guidance on how the changes will impact your return. They can be reached at 215-682-7366. And be sure to mention Eastern University for special discounts. That's 215-682-7366. And we're back here live across the JAKIB Sports Network. Halftime now in the books. Misericordia trailing Eastern by a touchdown. The Eagles 14 and the Cougars 7 in a good first half of football in the books. The second half will begin with Eastern getting possession of the football. We'll see what Brett Knabb and the offense can do, along with my partner Warren Schmidt and the Coach Bernie Nowatarski. Would love to see Eastern take this opening possession of the second half, put a drive together, and get some points.
Yeah, so one of my standout players of this half is Chris Leader, number 64, left guard. They put him in there and then moved Justin McNally out to left tackle. And I'll tell you, he's had a couple plays that really stood out to Coach Bernie and I. Leading Brett Knabb down the field with big blocks, and he's going to need to do that. This whole offensive line is going to – we highlighted him a little bit at the pregame. They're going to need to have a big half and keep it still in their will, but get, as Krause said, get this offense some points.
Chris Rivera's back deep. Rivera's going to take it right at his goal line, and he's coming out. He's at the 10. He's out over the 20-yard line. Rivera stays on his feet and gets out to the 25-yard line. So finally, Chris Rivera gets to field a kickoff, and he returns at 25 yards where Eastern will come out. First down and 10. They'll start the second half. They'll start in possession of the football, and they'll start on their own 25-yard line.
I just like how he gets to full speed as soon as he gets the ball. He doesn't dance around. He gets north-south, and he goes fast.
And what do you say about kick returners? Go north-south, don't go east-west. And he always does. It's great to see him out there. I know it was only a 25-yard return there, but it was electrifying. I love seeing him return the ball.
Now, offensively, I don't think we really should make any adjustments until we see what their defense is going to do.
Well, let's see what they do. Nab gives to Jeremiah Avrilian. Avrilian tries to get to the outside, gets out close to the 30-yard line. Brought down there at the 29-yard line. Malarkey again, number 47, who's been all over the field. Good play for Malarkey and the Cougars. It'll bring up second down. Malarkey doesn't get him. Avrilian's running down the sideline.
That's Malarkey's. That's the same play he made before. That's a really good play from his safety position coming up there and getting Jeremiah Avrilian.
That was going to be a big gainer if he doesn't take him down.
And that's what you need your safety to do. I mean, he's a free safety. He's all the way back there. He's coming up 15 yards. That was a good play. He's done that before in this game.
I thought for a second that was our tight end down, but it's not.
Injured Eastern player down on the field. Coach Crocker out.
Might be one of the offensive linemen.
It is.
And, we talk about next man up. It just seems like Coach Crocker, whoever he puts in there, they come and do the job. It's good to see him up. It's our guy Dylan Weathers.
He's okay.
Okay. Dylan Weathers, the fullback.
He'll rub some snake oil on that. He'll be fine.
Yeah, Weathers will be all right.
He's going to spit a little tobacco on there, and he'll be back in there. He's a tough kid. He's a difference maker in there on the run game.
Probably has
has one reception this year.
Probably has a hunter's knife over there. Cut a piece of his calf out and be ready to go.
He's a tough kid. I'm glad he got up and went on for his power.
So 4 for Avrilian on the first carry. So it'll be second down and 6. From their own 29-yard line, right to left goes Eastern. Nab, snap to him. He's going to keep the football. He runs forward, and he tries to stretch out to the 35. They stop him at the 34-yard line. It'll be third down.
When he's on, too, he's very patient there. He waited for the blocks to form.
This is a big third down conversion here for this offense.
So third down from the 34-yard line, 1 minute into quarter number 3. Avrilian to the right of Nab. Nab standing 1 foot on the 30. Give to Jeremiah. Avrilian tries to get forward, and he is not going to get there. They stop him short. It'll bring up fourth down.
I thought we saw a face mask there.
What do you think, Coach?
It's gutsy.
I think he's going for it. Look at the coach. Yeah.
So fourth down, the offense stays on the field.
Going to be Brett or Verone?
From the 34. Decision made. Nab out of the gun.
Trying to make him jump off sides.
Let's see. Are they going to go? Or is he going to try and lure him offside?
9 seconds left.
Snap is to Nab. He's going to keep the football. He bangs. He stretches. Does he get it? He does with the mark. Good for a first down. So they convert on fourth down. Extra effort, extra push by Brett Nab gets the first down.
Hey, Coach Crocker, gutsy call. Really gutsy call. Good play there by Nate Henkel of making that play. But even better play by Brett Nab getting that big first down by inches.
You remember earlier in the season, we avoided that a few times. That was a gutsy play.
So first down and 10 to the 37-yard line. Nab out of the gun. He's at his own 32. Here comes Jeremiah Avrilian. Avrilian tries to cut back up inside. Nothing there. Swarmed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue jerseys for the Cougar defense. It'll bring up second down. When you bottle up Jeremiah Avrilian like that, you boxed him in, and the defense made a big play there.
Great play by the Misericordia defense. Exactly to your point, Krause. Gang tackle him. You got to gang tackle Jeremiah, and they did a good job of bottling him up there.
No gain, second down and 10. 11 minutes, 45 seconds remaining, third quarter. Nab Snap to him. He's looking down the field. He's under pressure. He ducks under. Now he puts the football away as Nab was hit in the backfield, but able to avoid the sack and then turn it into positive yardage.
Talk about the snake oil, Coach. He slid right off Brett's back. How frustrating is that for a defender to have the quarterback go
I think it was
like
Patrick Murphy that had him in his sights, and he went high on Nab, and Nab was able to duck under the big nose tackle, and it'll bring up 3rd and 5.
I like the short side here.
They're giving these receivers a lot of cushion here. They only need 5 yards.
You got to run them off and run a hard hitch.
See if they go to the wide side of the field. 3rd and 5. Snap the Nab. Here comes Jeremiah Vrillian. He crosses midfield. He's got the first down. Jeremiah Vrillian picks up the first down for Eastern.
Well, they came short side of the field. We just did it with a run instead of the pass.
That was a great run there by Jeremiah Vrillian.
Nice block by the receiver as well. Devin Johnson.
Yeah, Devin Johnson's been having a really good game at receiver today. Made some big catches, but that doesn't go on the stats file. But I'll tell you, coaches see that when they're blocking for the running backs. You also get more reps and then more receptions.
I'm waiting for Nicolopoulos to have a big play yet.
So Aurelian goes out. They spot the ball now at the 47 of the Cougars. 1st down and 10. New set of downs for Nab and the offense. Nab, he's going to keep the football. Nothing there for Nab.
He got spun around that time again.
No gain for Nab. His head did whip right back around, didn't it? 2nd down and 10. 87, Dom Franks comes in. 9 minutes, 54 seconds remaining. 3rd quarter opening possession of the 3rd quarter for Eastern. It's 14-7 Eastern. Nab, he's going to throw. He fires, has his man. That's the Schmidt. Flag comes down.
Lineman downfield.
Yeah, I didn't notice any linemen downfield.
54 was down pretty far, but it was after the catch.
Right.
So they pick it up. No flag. 3rd down. Short pitch and catch from Nab to Nasik Smith. We saw that 3 or 4 times in the 1st quarter. 3rd down. 3rd and 5. Nab will be in the gun. He'll be standing on the 48-yard line of the Cougars. Snap is to Nab. He's taking a shot. He's got his receiver wide open, and the pass is caught. Justin Nicolopoulos with a great catch down on the 5-yard line. Oh, my. You were waiting for Justin to get into the game. Welcome to the game, Justin Nicolopoulos.
And it should have been a PI. It was a total PI, but that was a great play. Justin Nicolopoulos. Great ball there by Brett Nab. Put it only where Justin's going to get it. Justin makes a one-handed catch.
It turned out to be a short shoulder throw, but the flag should have been out. I'll take the gain, though.
Down at a 5, 1st and goal. Nab, he's going to keep the football. He runs straight forward, and he's short of the goal line. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Take the jet sweep to Nasik Smith there. But, wow, what a play by Justin Nicolopoulos. Love to see him making plays.
8:09 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Eastern knocking on the door. 2nd down and goal from the 1. Snap the Nab. He's keeping the football. Touchdown. Nab straight in, and he finds the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern.
Great job by the offensive line there. Really did a good job. What a great, exactly what you want to do in halftime, right?
About an 8-minute drive.
Get the ball. 8-minute drive. Let's get the ball. Let's go down and try to get some points, and they go down and get a touchdown.
Like I said, possessions could be really big here.
John Nolick in for the extra point. Trying to make it 21-7 Eastern. Nab will hold. Snap. Flag down. Kick is good.
They were offsides again.
Big credit, though, to Coach Crocker for going for it on his side of the field there. That was a big call there, big first down conversion for this offense. Kudos to Coach Crocker. If that doesn't work out, that's, it's right, Coach. I mean, that's why coaches get the big bucks.
Yep. And now here's where Misericordia. Now we took almost 7-8 minutes off the clock. They don't have the time to take a 9 minute drive here. So are they going to come out and go bombardier right away? Because we get the ball back. I mean, if they go 5 minutes and don't score and we get the ball back and take it into the fourth quarter with the ball, you're running out of possession time.
7:51 remaining, third quarter. Eastern scoring on their opening possession of the second half. A Brett Nab touchdown run. Nolik now kicking off for Eastern. Kick is high, and that'll go fair catch in the landing zone down there, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for.
Great kick there by John Nolik.
He's putting it like a yard, 2 yards in the end zone.
High, deep kick, force a touchback. Great kick there, John. Great job with the extra point, too, getting that through. Big points. Every point's going to be a big point in this game.
So Hunter will come out on have a 1st down and 10 for the Cougars. And as you said, Coach B, this offense needs to get something quick. They're capable of doing it, by the way. We've seen that today, and we watched it in that game a week ago.
It'll be interesting to see their temperament. Are they feeling frustrated or hurried?
Hunter in the gun, standing on his own 20. They go left to right. Snap, hand the football off.
The big running back too.
Who is that, Krause? Our guy, Jason Bateman.
Oh, Jason Bateman put a big hit on him.
Oh, boy. And Salif Nakima.
That wasn't
and your Campbell coming off that corner. Wow, Jason Bateman, he's just been a different cat this year. Obviously, he had a really good season last year, but he is laying the wood today.
Yeah, they have a different running back in.
2nd down and 10. No gain.
A little more of a scat back.
And Eastern now has one of the linebackers out, Chris Forte. They're playing with this Jason Bateman in there.
Also again on the
Campbell.
carry.
They have an extra defensive back end. Eric Wilson's back there now, too.
Gain of 7 on that last carry. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
To your point, Coach, I think they're throwing it.
I'll be shocked if it's not a pass.
3rd and 3 from the 32-yard line. Hunter now, 26. He's going to keep the football. They're going to try and bottle him in. He gets to the outside.
They're not holding today.
They missed
When he got it off, he picks up the 1st down.
Right in front of the refs. Salif Nakima is getting mugged by the offensive tackle when they don't call.
He got turned.
That is, whenever you see a player get turned, he's getting held. That's a shame. Big first down there by Misericordia, though. They definitely needed that.
Sure. Came out and ran it 3 times.
Do we have a full roster for the Cougars? Let's see what we do here. 1st down and 10 for Hunter from the 36-yard line. 28 on the carry. Poole. Second down. Poole will gain 4. 5:39 remaining. Third quarter. First possession of the second half for the Cougars. Second down and 6 from the 40. Hunter snaps it again. Poole again on the carry. Not much there at all. Gets positive yardage.
Wayne Clark again. Will LaFont as well, and Salif Nakeem. This three-man defensive line have been playing really well today. They've been interchanging guys. Freddie DiNardo comes in. Shamad Clack comes in.
3rd down and 3 from the 43. Hunter, low snap. Has to get it out quickly. Throws it away. It'll be 4th down.
Good time. Good call on the blitz.
Corey David bringing
And he's not walking his punt team out yet.
bringing Darian Osmond in. Good play there. Good pressure there.
4th and 3 from the 43.
Big
Down
play.
to 4:37 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 21-7 Eastern.
Scary play here is the quarterback keeping it.
Right.
Here we go. Hunter. Back. Fires. Pass. Complete. Enough for the 1st down. Pass complete to Rucci, number 12. And they moved the sticks. They converted on 4th down.
Deshaun Moody coming off the corner there. Just a good play there by Misericordia, but I'll tell you, that's a gutsy call by this Misericordia coaching staff, and it worked out for them.
1st down and 10. We're down to 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining, 3rd quarter. 21-7 Eastern. Hunter going to keep the football straight ahead. Gets out close to midfield.
They got to move that back a yard.
Yeah, they got it.
So he's at their own 48-yard line.
Got Salif Nakeem in there, Shamad Clack, and Freddie DiNardo are 3 guys up front.
It'll be 2nd down.
Guys in the back got to communicate.
3:29 remaining. Fake to pull. Hunter's got it. He keeps the football. He crosses over the Eastern 45-yard line. He'll be short of the line to gain, but a good run by Hunter. Wilson on the stop.
It was a really good ball fake that time.
Yep. Andrew Campbell almost had him, but this kid's a load. This kid's a really good running quarterback as well as a throwing quarterback. He's
3rd and 1 from the Eastern 44-yard line. On the hard count, gets Eastern to jump offside. It'll be an automatic 1st down. .255 remaining, 3rd quarter. Cougars in possession of the football, their first of the 2nd half.
Israel, love to see his defense come up with a big turnover.
From the Eastern 39. Hunter's going to keep it. He crosses the 35-yard line, and he's run up out of bounds. 2nd down. He's looking to run more now.
Well, he's kind of doing what Brett Nad did last week. He's putting his Superman cape on and saying, I'm going to lead this team. I mean, he is their best player, him and number 5 on offense. Foy.
2nd down and 5 from the Eastern 34. Pull on the carry. Pull. He's got room. He spins free. And Pull breaks the 20-yard line. Gets down close to the Eastern 16-yard line. Good for a 1st down.
Put him on a little bit of a counter.
Yep. And he's definitely a different running back from the other guy. You know, he's kind of more of a fullback guy.
Yep.
This guy's more of a halfback. Definitely has some
I got to tell you,
some ups.
I am a little shocked by the play calling, though. I mean, they're really not rushing into anything. I mean, you are down 2 scores, which isn't impossible, but this quarter is going to almost be over.
1:26 remaining in the 3rd quarter. 1st down and 10 now for the Cougars from the Eastern 18. Hunter, he's going to keep the football again. He goes to the outside. He crosses the 15, and then he steps out of bounds.
Our defensive ends are still getting caught inside.
Yep.
Down close to the Eastern 10. It'll be second down. Clock stops 1:11.
This comes back to our point again about this defensive bend, but don't break.
Be second and 3.
Who's going to make a play on D?
Big fullback is back in.
The give is to Kearney. Nothing there for him at all. Andrew Campbell there again for Eastern. Another tackle for him.
And Freddie Donardo in there too. It's just, I tell you, Andrew Campbell's been all over the field, blitzing off that side as a linebacker.
Be third and 3 from the 11.
Play clock and time clock are almost exact.
You gonna run a play or not?
Oh, I don't get somebody out in that flat.
Hunter will snap. He'll keep. He'll get free because he's standing on his feet. He stays on his feet and he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Jacob Hunter broke the tackle and got into the end zone with a second remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, and that's what Misericordia needed to do, right? Answer back with a long, sustaining drive of their own. The only bad part for Misericordia is it took the rest of that third quarter. Which plays into Eastern's hands.
So in the third quarter, they each had the ball once.
Yep, each scored.
McLaughlin with the extra point. Kick is good. And with a second remaining in the third quarter, the lead cut in half. Eastern 21, Misericordia 14. We'll take a break. You're listening to Eastern Eagles football on the JAKIB Sports Network.
The One Big Beautiful Bill was recently enacted by Congress. Many provisions such as no tax on tips and no tax on overtime can help reduce tax liability for many taxpayers. Are you unsure how the provisions of the bill will impact your taxes? Want to avoid any unforeseen surprises when filing your 2025 tax returns? Then you need to contact the tax professionals at Mankowski Associates CPA LLC. They will review your returns and provide guidance on how the changes will impact your return. They can be reached at 215-682-7366. And be sure to mention Eastern University for special discounts. That's 215-682-7366.
Following the touchdown, Chris Rivera on the return for Eastern.
He just knows how to get north-south fast.
And the third quarter ends. 1 quarter of football to play. Eastern 21, the Cougars 14. Each team with a possession and a score in the third quarter.
Yeah, and it's great return there by Chris Rivera. They're going to start off with good field position on the 38-yard line. You know, as Coach Bernie Nowatarski says all the time, there's no one that gets faster at full speed than Rivera on those returns. But one possession for each team to each get a score in that third quarter. Going to be interesting to see the offense. The offense needs to do exactly what they did coming out of the half. Go down, let's get some points. Obviously, a touchdown is preferred, but they're coming out with a lot of confidence. Offensive line's been playing really well. Keep doing what you're doing and take control of this game and go up 2 scores.
So now when the offense come out, they'll have a first down and 10. The fourth quarter begins. They'll start on their own 37. They're moving left to right. Johnson is in. Avrilian is in. Here comes the fake to Johnson. Nab keeps the football, runs out over the 40-yard line, gets down to the 42. Good gain, first down carry for Brett Nab. It'll bring up second down.
Yeah, when you're getting 6 to 7 yards on first down, you're doing something right. And this offense has been doing it all day.
Second down for Nab, 2nd and 5. Snap the Nab out of the gun. Fakes to Jeremiah Vrillin. He keeps it again. He crosses over midfield, puts the shoulder down, picks up the first down and more into Cougar territory. Brett Knapp with a hard first down or second down carry, but it converts to a first down.
That's our linebacker playing quarterback. I'll tell you, he is not allergic to contact. In fact, he thrives on contact. And, good job by Misericordia, but, he ran over that free safety there.
Both these kids playing quarterback for both teams are really tough kids.
First down and 10 for Eastern now from the 47-yard line of the Cougars. Fake to Johnson. Knapp's going to keep it again. He's hit from behind. Has the football tucked away. It'll bring up second down. 3 straight carries for the quarterback, Brett Knapp.
And Brett Knapp right there, he's just reading the defensive end, and the defensive end goes out with Curtis Johnson, then he cuts it inside. Great job by Brett getting a good positive yards.
It'll bring up second down. Close, about the 44-yard line of the Cougars. Second down, 13 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Fourth quarter, 21-14. Knapp inside midfield. Fakes to Johnson, keeps it again. He crosses the 40, and he stretches down close to about the 36-yard line of the Cougars. Good enough to move the sticks, picks up another first down.
Coach, this looks like last week against Albright when Brett just put the Superman cape on, Jeremiah Brilliant put the Superman cape on, and they just marched all the way down the field for a touchdown.
And you know what? When you look at Leader, you don't think he can pull. He just pulled out again and led that play.
First down and 10 for Eastern, down to 12 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Fourth quarter. They'll snap from the 36. Swing pass. Johnson hit immediately. Good play by the Cougar defense.
Yeah, that's a really good play by the corner there.
They really have their safeties playing deep.
Yeah, that was a really good play by the corner coming up and making that play on Curtis Johnson on the wheel route. But Brett, again, that was a great throw there by Brett. Just, the quarterback came up and made a good play on Cujo, but Brett has been throwing the ball really well today. Obviously, he's been running the ball really well today.
Now Nicolopoulos is in, along with Isaiah Guy Bruton.
Like
second down and 10.
One-on-one coverage.
Snap.
Over here.
Knapp. He's going to keep the football. Knapp straight up.
Good to see Dylan Weathers back in there, number 35.
It's down to the 30-yard line.
I'd say we're in 2-down territory now.
It'll bring up third down. Third and 4.
Coach, I agree with you. They're definitely in 4-down territory right now.
Aurelian lined up to the left of Knapp. Weathers in motion, lines up in front of him. Knapp, guess what? He's going to keep it again.
First down.
And Knapp picks up the first down. Oh, Brett Knapp on this drive. First down, Eastern.
Yeah, we're going to give a footnote, though, to Dom Franks in there in this offensive line and Dylan Weathers and those guys. But I'll tell you, Brett is just following his blockers really well and finding that little void in the defense. It's not big, but he's finding enough of that void, and they're getting these first downs by 6 inches to a yard at a time. And that's huge to keep getting these first downs.
Which would make the fourth down an easier try.
First and 10 from the 25 of the Cougars now. Knapp standing on a 30. He's going to keep again. He's going to run to the outside. And Knapp runs down and gets close down to the 20-yard line. It'll bring up second down.
Misericordia right now has their corners and their safeties back deep.
Yeah, so, Brett's doing the same thing that JAKIB Hunter did last time. He put the team on his back and he ran it all the way down. And Brett's doing the same thing here. It's just really cool to see Brett leading this team. Team captain.
Second down and 5. Clock says 9:40. Snap the Knapp.
He's throwing it.
Throw. Cujo, who then goes back.
Wide open.
And there he is. Isaiah Guy Bruton. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern. Oh, my. His second of the day.
A little trickery.
Where did they get that play from? Wow. Wow, he was so wide open, almost too wide open. You drop those sometimes, don't you, Coach?
Yeah, that was like a punt.
You could just see that Curtis is going to throw that, how he wheeled out there. Great job by Brett.
Well, he threw it. I mean, it was a backward
pass. Yep.
And now Nolik in for the extra point. Snap down, Nab holding, kick up, and the kick is good. And Nolik converts with 9:34. We'll keep it here. Eastern 28, the Cougars 14. Trickery from the offense, and Bruton has his second touchdown of the day.
6-minute drive.
6-minute drive. I love the play call there by Nate Henkel. I don't know where they got this play from, but wow, they must have saw something in film with those defensive backs coming up. What a play call. I mean, that's a gutsy play call in a game like today. But you know what? Against a really good team, Misericordia, you got to pull out all the stops. You can't get on that bus saying we should have done that, would have, should have, right? And John Nolik on that extra point, I think he almost hit it to like the deer stand down there. How far he kicked that extra point. Great job, John Nolik, getting that extra point. Every point's going to be big like it always is every game. But good job by John.
Now we need a solid defensive series.
So now Jacob Hunter and the offense, they get the football back. 9:34 remaining. Nolik's kick.
A little short.
28-14. Taken at the 7-yard line by number 7. Return. He's getting to the outside, and then they swarm him down. Good return. Number 7 that time. Jason Whitaker on the return. And a good return by Whitaker gives the Cougars a first down. They'll have a first down and 10, and they'll have good field possession to start what is their second possession of the second half.
Which is amazing, man. We're in the fourth quarter with 9 minutes and 25 seconds to go.
So are they
just great job by the offense.
Are they going to come out and methodically run like they did the last series, or are you going to start airing it?
Let's see what Jacob Hunter does. He's got a first down and 10 from his own 34. Hunter rolling to his right. He fires. He's got his man, and his pass is complete. Crosses down over midfield, and it's good for a first down. That's Anthony Rucci, number 12, down to the Eastern 48-yard line, first down and 10. That might be your answer, Coach.
Yeah, they got a little more sense of urgency on this drive.
9:01 remaining, 28-14. Hunter going to fire. Standing, stops, fires, got his man again. Great pass and catch. First down inside the Eastern 35-yard line. Alston on the end of that catch. First down, Cougars on the move. 8:33 remaining.
And Misericordia is used to scoring on their last possession.
Now Hunter again. He'll throw again. Here comes pressure. Now he's forced out. Now he's looking to run. Now he will run. And he'll run down over in front of the Eastern bench, and then he's knocked up out of bounds. Second down.
RN got inside again, but he also got tackled.
Yep. Good coverage there on the back end. But again, this quarterback's a different playmaker. You know, gets that big 8-yard run when he could have been a sack.
So second down and 2 for the Cougar offense. Ball now on the Eastern 25-yard line. Jacob Hunter, number 10. In the gun. Standing at the Eastern 30. Snap to Hunter. Gashawn Moody was putting some pressure on him. They try and get him. Hunter escapes. He's at the 10. He's at the 5, and then he runs out of bounds. Jacob Hunter and Brett Knabb going blow for blow. First down.
Yeah, Jacob Hunter just has a different gear. He gets outside there, and he's off to the races. They actually had him bottled up back there, and he just made a really good play with his legs. He's
first and goal.
That Brett did the last drive for Eastern.
7:21 remaining, fourth quarter. Cougars knocking on the door. Hunter standing on the 11. Snap. Pull. He's got it. He's hit. inside the 5. It'll bring up second down. Jaden Todd made the initial hit. It'll bring up second down.
We have an Eastern player down. Not sure what it is, but Jaden Todd did a good job from his defensive back position coming up.
We'll wait to see if we can get you a number. It'll be second and goal for the Cougars. Football resting on the Eastern 3-yard line. 6 minutes, 50 seconds remaining. It's 28 for the Eagles, 14 for Misericordia.
Yeah, Misericordia, you know, they're stepping up to the plate for their offense. They got the big return, kind of what Eastern did. And then their quarterback put the Superman cape on, and it was Jason Bateman that was down there. I'm glad to see him pop up.
Yeah, Bateman pops up.
He's been having a really good game. I think what happened was the whole pile landed on him. He's been in so many plays today, just having a great game. But you know, Misericordia, we knew it wouldn't be an easy game. Obviously, they're one of the top teams in the MAC, and they're actually showing why they are with this quarterback.
Second and goal from the 3-yard line. Hunter now back, ready to go. 6:45 to pull straight up. Doesn't get there. It'll bring up third down. Third and goal. Thornton on the stop that time. Third and goal. 6:20 remaining. Hunter gives it to Poole. Did he get in? He did. Touchdown, Cougars. Poole gets in. And Misericordia strikes with 6:06 remaining.
Yeah, you know, they come right back and answer, and it's almost like a heavyweight fight. Just body blows, back and forth. Offense having long sustaining drives, and in this half, they've scored every time.
Like I said, it's going to come down to possessions.
Al McLaughlin in to cut the lead to make it 21. And he's good with that. So with 6:06 remaining, we'll keep it here. Misericordia comes right back with a touchdown. Eastern now up by 7, 28-21.
You come out with your hands team now? Or
No,
it's too early.
No, it's way too. For me, it's way too early. But you never know with this coaching staff how aggressive they've been on the Misericordia side. But again, this is your ball's going to be in number 5's hand in the offense. They haven't been stopped really today.
You take a 4 or 5 minute drive, you don't have the time left,
and just go down and score, and you know,
keep doing what you were doing
and warm up the buses. Right, it's right in front of them. They just need to go out and do it, and they've been doing it all day.
Well, we don't have our hands team out.
I'd be surprised if they kick this back to Rivera.
No, they're set up for a regular kick.
They did. Going out of bounds.
That's nice. Come out to the 35.
McLaughlin's kick goes out of bounds.
I think 35 or 40, but I think 35.
So Eastern will start first down and 10. They'll start from their own 35-yard line. 6:06 remaining. 28-21. Number 1 against number 2 in a big battle this afternoon.
You know what's great to see? They're both playing like they're 1 and 2. It's been a really good game. Not many penalties, no personal fouls. It's just been a really good college football game.
All right, now to the offense. Nab standing on his own 30. Snap the Nab. Gives it to Johnson. And Johnson is hit behind the line. Big play by the defense. Johnson couldn't get going. He'll lose yardage. It'll bring up second down.
Yeah, and this is the first time the offense has been playing behind the sticks. Not a good time.
Johnson will lose 6 yards back to the 29-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 16. Not the way you wanted to start that drive. Now Nab. Empty backfield. Big play in the game right now. Avrilian in motion. Fake to Jeremiah. Nab keeps the football. Not much at all. And all of a sudden, it's 3rd and a mile for Eastern. And you can feel a little momentum shift on the field. 3rd down. 15, Chris Rivera comes in. Replaces Johnson. It's 3rd and 12. Nab out of the gun from his own 28. Defense protecting the sticks. 1st down. Nab fakes to nobody. Keeps the football. Nothing there at all. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4:20 remaining. And Eastern will have to punt.
That's where we need John Westfield to get one of those big punts. Last week it was the MAC Special Teams Player of the Week. He's a big one here.
And Westfield will come out on the field for his first punt of the afternoon. First punt in the game.
First punt in the game.
Standing on his own 22. Snap to Westfield. Kick. Will bounce at the 34 and then keep rolling. And Eastern will get down to let it roll down to just right around the 20-yard line. And that's where Jacob Hunter and this offense will start the drive. 3:44 remaining. 28-21 Eastern.
And
Stay with us.
And I think Misericordia is in 4-down territory this whole drive, this whole series here. You're gonna have defense need to come up with 4 players in a row, hold these guys to less than 10 yards.
28-21.
It's in your defense's hands now.
Hunter. He'll be in the gun. He'll be at his own 15-yard line. Snap to Hunter. He's looking. Taking his time. Pass is complete. Out over the 25-yard line.
Player down.
Player down for the Cougars.
Great to see Bateman back in the game.
It'll bring up a 2nd down. 3:30 up on the clock.
He's got to leave regardless. Got up on his own. It's always good to see.
Yep.
Football's on the 27-yard line.
Yeah, he's going to come out for one play because they stopped the game.
He didn't want to. He wanted to go back in.
Yep.
Gain of 6 on that pitch and catch. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Jacob Hunter now at the controls. Hunter steps up, steps into it, fires, and his pass is complete. Number 12, Rucci, has it, and he's got the 1st down and more.
Rucci's been having a good game as well.
Really has. To the 42-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Under 3 minutes now. Hunter. Dropping, firing, looking for his receiver, and incomplete. Intended that time for Whitaker. Good defensive play. Drew Beckford was there, had a better shot at it than Whitaker did. Incomplete, 2nd down.
Good coverage there by Beckford in the back of the safety position. As Krause said, he had a better play on that ball than the receiver did.
2nd down and 10. Football on the 42 of the Cougars. 2:48 remaining. Hunter has it. Stops, steps into it, fires, passes, complete. We haven't said that name in a while. Jacob Hoy on the end of that pitch and catch. Good for a first down in the Eastern Territory.
Yeah, to Krause's point, that was just a good pitch and catch between the quarterback and Foy.
So first down and 10 from the Eastern 48-yard line. 2:20 remaining. Hunter, he's going to run. Keeps the football. Not much. Football's out. And Eastern says they have it. Hold on. We'll wait.
Really good play.
And Hunter was able to fall back on the football.
Wow. Good play by the quarterback there.
And we've reached the 2-minute timeout. 28 for Eastern. 21 for the Cougars. And they have possession of the football. We'll keep it here.
That game of the week, and it's living up to all the hype, which is great to see. It's all about these kids playing, right? And they're just leaving it all out there on the field. Really good answer though by Misericordia here on this drive. The drive before to get the points, and then obviously Eastern sputtering a little bit on their drive and going 3 and out. Obviously was not ideal, but the defense has been bailing this team out all year, and the defense needs to do it again.
If they go and score, they're going to go for 2.
So, you know what, Coach? You took the words right out of my mouth, because I think at home you go for the tie. But you know what? I think he knows he's in a really tough fight here with Eastern. I wouldn't be surprised.
Dial up the blitz, boys. Dial up the blitz. Let's get some pressure on this guy.
Yeah, we need a turnover.
We need defensive ends to keep this kid in the pocket and definitely get some pressure in his face.
Yeah, widen up.
Second down and 7 for Jacob Hunter. Football on the 45-yard line of Eastern. 28-21 Eagles. Hunter standing at midfield. He's running the show out there. He's taking a shot. He's got Whitaker, and it's incomplete. No flag. They were looking for it, but Drew Beckford again says, not this time. Second down.
Great coverage there by
or
Drew.
Third down, rather.
So he didn't look back, but he got his hands up, and he didn't touch the receiver. And it went off the back of his head.
I still don't. I never get this. How at this time of the game, DBs let receivers behind them.
Third down.
For any move.
Look at the Eastern sideline. Just great to see these kids.
154. Hunter. They put the blitz on. The football's out. And Eastern's going to get it. And yes, they do. They pressure. A football's fumbled, and the football is recovered. And Eastern, Salip Nakima comes up with it. And Eastern and the defense gets the turnover they needed. First down, Eagles.
I'm going to do it. Oh, my.
All right.
Krause usually does. What a great job by the defense.
Take a deep breath here.
This game is not over. What a great play by the defense, though.
You do not want to see Misericordia's offense back on the field.
Absolutely not. They're
not unless we score a touchdown.
146 remaining. 28-21 Eastern.
Both teams have 3 timeouts.
Just what a play by the defense there. Great job by Corey David dialing up a little pressure. We're talking about you got to pressure this kid.
All right, here we go. Now
Ball
on
security.
the offense.
Ball
Gives
security.
the football at Jeremiah Vrillian. Vrillian tries to crack the 45. He's pushed back. It'll bring up second down. Cougars, I think, will immediately take a timeout. 1:39 on the clock. Second down for Eastern. Vrillian got 2, so it'll be second down and 8.
Yeah, so this is going to be real interesting to see how Eastern plays this. I'm even surprised that they even handed it off to Jeremiah. I would think they just want to run this ball with Brett Knabb behind this offensive line and try to get a first down. But they at least have to have Misericordia use all their timeouts. So I think, Coach, on this.
You need a first down.
First down ends this game.
Yeah.
Football's on the 44-yard line of Misericordia. Knabb and the offense have a second down and 8. 1:39 remaining on the game clock.
If you got anything left in the tank, now's the time to use it.
Let's see what Nab will do. Avrilian to his right. Second down. Nicolopoulos comes in motion. Nab, he's going to keep the football straight ahead. Not much for Nab, down to the 41-yard line. Bring up third down. Timeout Cougars. It'll be third down.
Third and manageable, though.
Well, a 4th or 1 or 4th or 2, you got to go for the first down to win the game.
It depends how short it is, right? If it's fourth and really
What
short,
are you doing?
I think he's going for it.
Well, you hard count it first.
Right, you hard count it.
Hard count it first because you still have 3 timeouts.
Right. Good thing we have Coach up here instead of our 2 emotional announcers.
Slow down, Krause, settle down.
Krause's our analytic guy, right? Of what you should do. But let's hope they don't have that call. Let's hope it's going to be interesting to see they throw it. I don't think they're going to throw it here.
I don't either.
I would love to see. I would love to see some type of maybe jet sweep.
I was going to say though, I don't think we've thrown it incomplete all day.
Brett is
including the trick play.
Right.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 4. Johnson is in. Avrilian is in. Nab will snap. Nab's going to keep the football. Nab's going to run. He's got the first down. Brett Nab down to the 31-yard line. And that is an Eastern first down.
He knows what he just did there.
He knows he just won the game.
Did they use their time on it? They won't use it yet.
First down, Eastern. 1:22. Clock on the move.
We really don't have to run anything.
No, I think this game's over. What a great – I love the play call there. I love how Brett ran that. That was a read option. He could have given it to Jeremiah Avrilian. He's following his offensive line. Just great job by this whole team. I just love the emotion over there on the Eastern sidelines, too, before when the defense was out there. Every guy was up, jumping around. It's just cool to see.
Nab and the victory snap, and this game is going to go into the books as Eastern is going to celebrate a big win today over the first-place team in the MAC, Misericordia. The Cougars had won 5 straight coming in, but Coach Crocker and the Eagles are going to get out of here with a win today. Eastern 28 and the Cougars 21, and you can see the emotion on the field right now.
It's great to see. It's why you play the game. Just,
it was a very, very clean.
It was a really
good football team.
Well, Misericordia is a really good football team, and I'll tell you, our football team in year 3 is a really good football team too.
Yeah,
but it was what a good game. Really good college football game. I don't think there's any personal fouls. The one face mask, but it was really, really well played by both teams. Really 2 good teams, 2 good coaching staffs, going for it on 4th down, leaving it all out there for your kids, and Eastern to come up with a huge win. I'm just so excited for Coach Crocker and all his coaches, but more importantly for his players that had the buy-in that said, hey, we're going to come to Eastern, and someday we may win a MAC conference championship, and that's all in front of these guys right now.
It's in their hands.
And that's all you want as a player, right?
Yep, 6-1's pretty darn good.
You know what? That's a great scene right there. I wish I got a photo of that. The 2 quarterbacks hugging each other, because that number 10 for Misericordia, he's a good quarterback.
He sure is.
That's the ultimate respect, though. Look at Brett and Crocker.
So your final score: Eastern's going to get out of here with a win. 28-21 against the number 1 team in the MAC, Misericordia, who had won 5 straight, including a dramatic win on the last play of the game just a week ago. But today, the Eastern Eagles travel up the extension and get the W. It'll be a nice ride back home to the main line, and Eastern will take it 28-21 victory.
Yeah, what a game. What a win. We talk about on the coaches show, Krause, about Coach Crocker, about last week against Albright was a big win. Well, this against Misericordia is another huge win. And I know coaches on the coaches show goes, hey, next week is going to be another big win, because I love what he says all the time. We have one chance each week to do what we do all week and train for it and get ready for it. And it all comes out in the field today. And I'll tell you, they put it all together. They had a great week of practice. Last week, to Coach Bernie Nowatarski's point, they didn't play all that well last week. This week, they played really well. It was just a great college football game.
Like I said, I don't think we had an incomplete pass today between Brett and then the trick play.
Well,
that's
hard to do.
That is really hard to do. And he threw the ball in the second half as well. So I want to say he's probably around 14 for 14 without seeing the stats. And then our rushing game, again, we're solid on the run. And that's a good football team we just beat. The 5-game winning streaks. Winning a football game's tough. I don't care where you are, but win 5 straight. And to come up here again and beat somebody on their home field. I don't think anybody's going to line up to sign us up for homecoming games anytime soon. But
that's going to do it from here as Eastern comes in and gets the W. Eastern 28, Misericordia 21. A really, really good, solid football game this afternoon. And the guys in white on the road, the Eagles, win the game in the battle of 1 versus 2. And Eastern is now 1 as they win it today, 28-21. On behalf of my partner, Warren Schmidt, and of course, the coach, Bernie Nowatarski, all of our viewers and listeners today across the JAKIB Sports Network. We'll see you next week, everyone, from Widener when Eastern takes on Widener.